Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have Week 12. Week 12 recap. We recap every single game. We have Deion Sanders on the show. We have Fastest 2 Minutes. We have Football Guy of the Week. We have Baby Bron of the Week. We have Who's Back. It is a Monday PMT. It is chock full of content. We are ready to roll, and we are always brought to you by our friends at the Cash App. Pardon My Take is always brought to you by the Cash App. Not only is it the easiest place to send money to your friends, it's the safest, especially now. You don't want to be handing around money. Oh, boy, and there goes a Mitch fumble. You don't want to be handing out money. You want to be using the Cash App.
That's the third quarter one.
It links directly to your bank account. It's super, super easy to use. The Cash App is the best. We love the Cash App. They're also giving away money left and right. If you're on Twitch, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Twitter, you need a cash tag, but they're giving away money all the time. We're going to be doing more Twitches with them in the future, and every time they do it, they give away money, so you need that cash tag, and they will hook you up. So go download the Cash App, enter the referral code BARSTOOL. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Code BARSTOOL, $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. The Cash App is the best in the biz. We love the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code BARSTOOL again. $10 for free, $10 to ASPCA. Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. Go download the Cash App today from the App Store, Google Play Store. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Monday, November 30th, week 12. What? We start in Indy, where the Hennessy Titans were sipping the A.J. Brown liquor, taking shots. Everybody downfield all day. Derek Moranis finally fought back, punching Indy in the mouth, while family man Phillip Rivers said, "Honey, I spunked the kids." T, why you gotta be so rude? Hilton flashed some magic with a one-hit wonder in the end zone, but the Colts got their aircraft carrier dome sunk, and in the famous words of our dear friend Chris Berman, Frank Reich yelled to Mike Vrabel, "Rodrigo, you sunk my Blankenship." Titans 45, Colts 26. What?
In Minnesota, where Vikings kick returner went from verge to Chad as BB muffed a kick in the fourth, only to come back with a game-winning touchdown. Mike Zimmer was listening to old-school fireside chats to prepare for the return of Bridgewater, because the last time a leader could use a walker, Teddy's Cousins was on the radio. Robbie Mr. Anderson and DJ Morpheus matrix us into thinking the Panthers are good, but they lost by the 1 to the Vikings. Vikings 28, the Panthers 27.
In windy Buffalo, a combined 6 turnovers between the Chargers and Bills had the ball being tossed around like an Instagram model in a Suns hotel room. But in this instance, the last tall ball players could not finish with inches to go. Shout out Billy. Anthony Linsanity has the brain of a syphilitic woodpecker, and Joey Bosa Nostra worked closely with the Bills Mafia to put a hit out on the Chargers head coach. Hey, Anthony, why don't you go down and grab a dress down there? Yeah, keep walking right down there. Right, yeah, go check out that dress, Anthony. Go. And no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Bills 27, Chargers 17.
What? In Cincinnati, where Bruce Wayne, go man, ran for 94 yards and a touchdown against the hapless Bengals. Brandon Ray Allen had the Bengals getting there. Picture them going back and forth between a win and a loss, and also between his dick and his tongue. AT&T Higgins dropped a reception, but Eva Laura Ingram and Joe Judge Janine Pirro outfoxed the Bengals defense as the Giants played conservatively and they head in the right direction. The New York Football Giants 19, the Bengals 17.
In Foxborough, where Jonathan Alex Jones was relitigating the 2008 election of his true Patriots versus an alleged Kenyan, as Drake had 78 yards and 2 scores. Even though Kai Laurie Laughlin Murray had a full house to throw to for US to see, the Cardinals struggled to gain admission to the end zone. Nick Folklore swiftly saved the last great American dynasty as the Patriots are still in the hunt. Patriots 20. Cardinals 17.
What?
Some spread.
In Jacksonville, where let me be the last to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, Carvis Landry took one look at Mike Glenn and the turkey and said, "Hey Clark, save the neck for me. Nick, you can find me in the Chubb. You can have 2 quarterbacks, but I'll have the 50 cent. Many men tried to stop the Cleveland rushing game, but when that worked, Baker Mayfield took them to the Landry shop. Cleveland 27, the Jaguars 25.
In New Jersey, where the NFL honored Ryan Fitzpatrick and Joe Flacco's exhausted wives during the last month of Salute to Cervix Month, the Jets' hyperdrive gave them a 3-0 lead in the first quarter and then took the rest of the day off. In true New York fashion, Devontae, hey, I'm parking over here, worked all afternoon in traffic. Xavier and Ron Howard continued their happy days, delivering a hillbilly elegy to the coastal elites of the New York Jets. Dolphins 20, Jets 3. They scored 3.
3 points.
Hyperdrive.
3 points, brother.
Standing on the corner, Jameis Winston down in NOLA, such a fine sight to see. It's dinner, my lord, QB's in a hospital ward, starting a practice squad rookie. Come on, T. Hill, start to be ill. Let's get stoned as the team doctor for one of Bree's pills.
Saints go marching, 31-3. And in Tampa Bay, where Patrick starred and Travis Keenan and Kelsey were all that as the Chiefs slimed the Bucs. Tom Brady Anderson may need a little extra help to finish out this season as the Bucs lose 3 of their last 4. Andy Creed said, "I can take you higher," as the Chiefs are starting to peak at the right time, and Mahomes keeps dropping balls to his receivers with arms wide open. The Chiefs win 27-24.
We finish in L.A. as Jared Goff's Depot supplied Jared Mother Kinlaw the football, who took it for a surprise visit to the end zone. L.A. and Cam A. Kirstie Alley waited and watched as the 49ers and Debo Samuel Jackson played with Nick Furry Mullins looked unbreakable as they gave the Rams the shaft. It's not going to be a Hollywood ending in Los Angeles, as Aaron Sorkin Donald might have blown up a few plays, but the Rams fall down a game in the NFC West wing. The Niners hold off the Rams 23-20. All right, Week 12, fastest 2 minutes in sports, presented by Whoop, the fitness membership service that provides 24/7 personalized insights that makes it the perfect tool to help you train for whatever you have going on in your life. We recorded this segment using the Whoop Live feature in the app, so check out our Instagram to see one of the many ways Whoop gives members features to help them better understand their bodies. If you don't have a Whoop yet, check it out with the code TAKE and get 15% off. Go to Whoop, WHOOP.com, enter code TAKE at checkout to save 15% off. Sleep better, recover faster, train smarter with Whoop. Okay, Week 12 in the books. As we are taping this, the Bears are on national television. They're down 34-10. Same story, different year. They fucking suck. The Packers have embarrassed them yet again on national television. I don't really know what else to say. Mitch didn't look. If you take out the fumble and the 2 picks, Mitch looked pretty good.
The 2 fumbles.
The 2
and the
well,
2
no,
picks.
he picked that back up.
And there was also a face mask.
He picked
on
up
that
the other one, the other fumble.
There was 1.5 fumbles, 2 picks. They look like a competenter offense. I don't want to say competent, but they I don't know. There's something about Mitch. I think maybe it's just the fact that he looks alive when he plays quarterback.
He can run.
Nick Foles, when he's back there, sometimes he just looks like a corpse. So they appear to be slightly better, but still, I mean, you guys got dog walk tonight. This is dog walk.
I don't want to rag on Mitch because, again, he did look more alive than Nick Foles, so the offense had a little spunk, and I say that even though we got our asses fucking kicked and the Packers did what they always do to us and just fucking punk us.
Well, what about Matt Nagy saying that he is taking off play calling so he can spend more time around other groups on the sideline? Is that him? Is that him trying to like insert himself into the good parts of the football team?
I don't know. He's just trying to talk. He's trying to get everyone to be like, hey. He's walking up to everyone being like, hey, at the exit interview, you're gonna say I did a good job,
right? So
you gonna say you like me?
I think what he's doing, and I think he's doing it futilely, is trying to become the Dan Quinn of this year, where he tries to get the team to go to bat for him at the end of the season.
I mean, the Bears will do whatever what's the Murphy's Law? Whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Alive and dead at the same time.
Yeah,
Murphy's cat.
Whatever the right decision is, the Bears will do the opposite.
I think Murphy's Law is just whatever the Bears would do. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's just the worst possible thing. So the only two things I had about Mitch, one, and again, I'm not ragging on Mitch because he was. I mean, the defense sucks now. Akeem Hicks, I've told you a million times, most important player. He didn't play tonight. Mitch, you're in year 4, dude. When you get outside the pocket, you can't get a penalty for throwing it away. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a very Mitch thing to do is just get outside the pocket and run out of bounds, 4-yard loss. Yeah. Still doing that. 2, I don't know what we got to do, but it's so Bears to have Mitch. Like I don't think I've seen one person in the age of COVID sitting on the sideline with the like 30-cent disposable mask that you get at CVS. Yet Mitch has it. We couldn't even get him a fucking team logo mask. Mm-hmm. That's what the Bears are at.
He bought it himself and brought it.
It's a fucking joke. This team, this franchise is a joke. The Packers kicked our ass. I still fuck the Packers, but they kicked our ass. But fuck them, and I can't wait for them to lose because David Montgomery ripped off David Montgomery ripped off a run that the Bears haven't had that type of run in like 5 years. So you guys basically lost this game.
So right now, David Montgomery has 6 carries for 73 yards.
Yeah, the Packers lost. If I went just on David Montgomery, and his ability to run when the Bears have not been able to run all year, all like the last 2 years, the Packers lost this game. If you just go off that, which is what I'm going to go off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fair?
Aaron Rodgers, also you held him to only 172 yards passing.
Well, it's only the third quarter.
That's a win.
So this could easily get this will get way worse.
You know what just occurred to me? So there's certain elements of Mitchell Trubisky's game where he looks like a slightly worse version of Carson Wentz. I think maybe it's like their build, their stature, how they run around like a chicken with their head cut off in the backfield when the play breaks down. Mm-hmm. Would you want a Carson Wentz on the Bears?
Dude, I don't know. I don't even want. I don't. I'd be cool if the Bears just not playing football anymore.
Just implode the team.
I want them to exist, but I just maybe take 1 year off. Take 1 year off, give everyone a break, at least get us off of primetime television. I think I speak for America when I say the Bears playing in one of the primetime slots needs to end. Next year when the schedule comes out, you give us that fucking one Thursday game early in the season, the Jacksonville Jaguars rule. Give us that Thursday game and then be done with it. No more Bears in primetime. Don't give us a fucking Monday night game.
I don't think you have to worry about that anymore.
No, they still will.
I think the NFL will learn their lesson.
They still will, dude.
You'll get one.
We're coming off a terrible year last year. We had like 5 this year. They're still going to do it. They're going to do it because they want to punish us.
I think Goodell knows better than to do that.
It's a joke. Get us off fucking national television. This franchise sucks. I still hate the Packers. They suck too. They gave up that run to David Montgomery. So I'm going to, you know what? Which would you rather have, a Super Bowl trophy or a 50-yard run that David Montgomery ripped off in the first quarter in a game they're going to lose by like 35?
A soft team that can't stop David Montgomery.
Everyone stops David Montgomery.
I would rather have David Montgomery on that
Everyone stops David Montgomery, and the Packers couldn't. So you do the math. All right, well, we'll update as this gets way worse. I'm sure it will because Aaron Rodgers loves running it up on the Bears. All right, let's get into Week 12.
Well, are we going to see Jordan Love's situation?
Maybe.
We could.
Maybe. I don't
fitting
know.
for Chicago.
Maybe Tyler Bray gets in. It is crazy though watching this game and seeing like Mitch hasn't played great, but if you're Matt Nagy, like how are you not starting him? And this isn't a knock on Nick Foles. It's just that Nick Foles, without an offensive line, Nick Foles is a dinosaur. You can't have a quarterback like that. And Mitch can at least run.
Yes, you're not waiting for Nick Foles to take the next step. Nick Foles took the next step. And then he took promptly a step directly backwards after that. He won a Super Bowl. That was the next step. That's the end of the discussion of like,
that is
how
the final
good,
step.
How good can this guy get?
Right.
And we know that he regressed back to exactly what he's been. So nobody was watching the Bears this season thinking like, okay, next game I think Foles is going to figure it out in this offense and he'll look more comfortable.
No.
With Mitch, you might get like a couple splash plays in a game.
Jake, can you look up a stat for me real quick?
Oh, they got Mitch a better mask.
How long was that?
Nice.
They did?
Yeah.
Nice. How long was that David Montgomery run in the first quarter? Can you look that up again?
I got it. It was 57 yards, Big Cat.
That run was 57 yards?
Gashed him for 57 yards. Absolutely gashed him.
Suck it.
That should be that should be one of the tie-breaking scenarios, Big Cat. If it comes down to it, and it's like it's you and some other team in the NFC West.
Yep.
Did they give up over 50 yards in a single play to David Montgomery? Nope. Well, guess what? You're getting an over.
When you walk into like team facilities, we've been to a bunch in college. They always have like a video board that plays highlights, and they'll have the trophies. When you walk into Hallis Hall from here on forward, it should be the 85 Bears trophy, and then on repeat, David Montgomery's 57-yard run in the first quarter of a game that the Bears end up losing by like 40.
Scrimmage this year.
Wow. Dude, the Packers suck.
Are you talking
the Packers suck. They lost this game. If you want to call it man-to-man, like they lost this game and they know they lost this game.
Are you talking about the run?
The run.
Yeah, the run.
Exactly. The run.
Who can ever forget?
There wasn't even a touchdown.
It didn't need to be. It was just it was right up the middle. Like if you look at a football field, where are all the players? They're usually in the middle of the field. That's where David went on the run.
Someone remake that for me tomorrow morning. When I wake up, I want to have that run with the Rudy music.
It's the longest play from scrimmage for the Bears since the 70-yard touchdown from Tyreek Hill in 2018.
Dude, and the Packers gave this up. Like I said, the Packers suck. This is a win for the Bears.
The longest
I
run
feel good about this game.
Since Jordan Howard's 69-yard run in 2016.
Yeah, the run.
This is the run. Where were you for the run?
Great. Yeah,
I was sitting right in this seat.
Yeah.
And they got a field goal.
The same sports history.
I was walking into the kitchen, and I saw it on the TVs that were set up in the football cave here, and I literally said, the Bears are going to win this game after that run. That's how impressive it was. Turns out I was wrong about half of that, but I don't regret feeling that.
When the run happened, I was sitting in my seat, and I didn't get out of my seat, but I thought about it. Mm-hmm. And then I fired off a tweet, this offense is explosive. You can actually go see the timestamp if you're wondering, where were you during the run?
Yeah.
That I was tweeting, this offense is explosive. So the run,
that's how you felt. Yeah, and
that's what people will go away from this game.
Feelings can never be wrong.
Nope. The run.
Feel what you feel.
People will be talking about the run for years and years and years. And guess what they won't be talking about?
The Bears getting dog walked.
Yeah, or Aaron Rodgers, oh, he's so good. No, the run. You got run on. All right, let's get into the rest of the games. Titans, Colts, speaking of run on, holy shit. So, it is officially Tractor Cedo season. I have some stats for you. These are always fun. The Derrick Henry stats that pop up when it gets to late November, early December are the fucking best. So, he went 27 for 178 yards, 3 touchdowns. In the first half, the Titans had 449 yards. Now, I'll throw it out there for Colts fans. DeForest Buckner was on the COVID list. But this is Tractor Cedo season. If you're not familiar with Tractor Cedo season, Derrick Henry's a beast later in the year. So weeks 1 through 11, 4.37 yards per carry, 22 touchdowns. That's 50 games. 50 games, 22 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Weeks 12 on, 5.61 yards per carry, so 1.3 yards more. 23 games, 25 touchdowns. 23 games, 25 touchdowns versus 50 games, 22 touchdowns.
It's pretty impressive.
It's fucking Tractor Cedo season.
No one wants to hit him when it gets cold outside.
Yeah.
You ever take a soccer ball to the ear when it's cold outside? Same thing like trying to tackle Tractor Cedo. He's a flower that blooms in the wintertime. He runs extremely violently. And it's not just us who notice this.
No, of course, everyone does.
He looks like a night and day different player. In weeks, it was like a couple weeks ago this season that it started. A little bit early this year, but it's night and day compared to like weeks 2 and 3. Besides that one stiff arm that he had on Josh Norman, who weighs like 150 pounds early in the season, he wasn't running. He didn't put anything on tape that looked as just like spectacularly violent as he's been the last 2 weeks.
He also so we watch all the games here in the office. We have 6 TVs. We have DirecTV, so we set it up. We have 5 games in Red Zone going on. Fuck you, Andrew Siciliano. I don't mean that, but I do. And there was a moment where, so we had the Colts-Titans game on, and there was a moment where, so Red Zone's on, Derrick Henry's scoring a touchdown on Red Zone on one TV, on the Titans and Colts live on one TV,
Yep.
and they were showing replays of his other touchdown on 2 other TVs.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 4 out of 6 TVs were just Derrick Henry being a beast.
Which I wasn't complaining about at all.
That's how good he is. Is like he was just hogging all of the TVs, just being a monster. In that first half, like that was an absolute ass kicking. And I don't know. The Packers just scored again, but they didn't. Guess what? It was like a 20-yard run, not a 57-yard run. I don't know what to make of the Titans because when they look like this, it's like
they're a very confusing team. Titans and the Raiders. I would say, yeah, Titans and the Raiders are my 2 most confusing teams by far in the NFL right now.
And guess what? You kind of know what the Colts are, and the Colts. I think someone got hurt on the Colts offensive line.
Costanzo, which is big.
Big deal,
especially Phillip Rivers. He can't move,
cannot move,
and they're slowly benching Phillip Rivers. That's the only thing I can think of. Like they're benching him gradually. It used to be just for Hail Marys, then it was Hail Marys and QB sneaks, then it was Hail Marys, QB sneaks at any time that they might want to run a quarterback option, and now it's like sometime on 3rd and short they'll take Rivers out. They're just gradually putting Jacoby Brissett into the game, and eventually we're only going to get Phillip Rivers in like a situationally specific scenario where they need an interception.
Right. He had, oh my God, that drop interception the Titans had. Like he had a bad game and it could have looked a lot worse. But yeah, the Colts, I don't know, they're going to make the playoffs probably, but I don't trust them because Phil Rivers bringing him to the Colts was a good idea in theory, but I don't know. It feels like the Colts have enough.
There should be a tiebreaker in place in the NFL because it's going to come down to Tennessee and Indianapolis, obviously, for the AFC South. There should be a tiebreaker in place because we could end up in a scenario where Indy gets in over Tennessee having the same record. Mm-hmm. But if you watch this game of football, you're like, Tennessee is a much, much better football team. Like, and there should be an eyeball test that goes into the, like how Goodell always talks about, like if 100 drunk guys in a bar think it's a catch, they should get 100 drunk people together to vote on whether or not Tennessee is a better football team than Indy if it does come down to a tiebreaker. Because the answer is yes. And Tennessee is a much better football team.
I'm looking at it right now. The Colts will make the playoffs. So they have the Texans twice and the Jaguars remaining. And then the Raiders and the Steelers are mixed in there in between. They'll make the playoffs because they'll get, like, say they split with the Texans, beat the Jaguars, which I guess they didn't beat them, and then split the Raiders Steelers. That's 10 wins. Remind me to please bet against the Colts in the playoffs.
Yes,
because that they are the quintessential everything has to be perfect team. Well, like they have to play from a lead. They have to protect Phillip Rivers. They got to be able to run the ball, which they weren't able to do pretty much any of those things today. And listen, they can win games. They were coming off beating the Packers last week. Like they can win games and be a good-looking team, but when it goes bad, it looks really bad.
They shouldn't have beaten the Packers, though. I still feel like the Packers should have won that game.
That's crazy they lost to the Jaguars week 1.
They play a much different style of football when that roof's closed. That's all I'm going to say. Mr. Irsay, keep the roof
I'm not going to be as down on the Colts, actually. I'm thinking about it. They're like the fifth best team in the AFC.
I think they're a perfectly fine team, but if you look at the butt kicking that happened today, you can't say that they deserve to get in over the Tennessee Titans.
I guess
absolutely not.
Yeah, and the question goes to, like, if you're a Colts fan, like, do you actually trust that Phillip Rivers can win a playoff game, let alone 2 or 3? No.
I want to be very clear, though. I do want to see Phillip Rivers in the playoffs.
Yes,
that's
of course,
a no-brainer.
Of course. And shout out to Titans. That's a big win. That's an impressive win for them. They fucking kick their ass, no doubter. And maybe they got their swagger back. All right, next up.
I would like to see a wild card banner get raised to the rafters in Indianapolis.
Yes.
Like AFC wild card qualifier.
Yes.
2020 Colts.
Yes. All right, next up, Giants-Bengals. So the Giants were able to hold off the Bengals. Daniel Jones gets hurt, which let's talk about the Washington football team real quick. They win big on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. They momentarily take the lead in the NFC East. The Giants snatch it back from them. But I think the Washington football team's strategy is starting to finally come to full fruition here. It is essentially like pass the ball 5 yards down the field with Alex Smith and then wait for every other quarterback in the NFC East to get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the strategy, and it's now we're two-thirds of the way there. And Carson Wentz, I don't even know if you'd want him to get hurt. I think you want to keep him playing.
No, I want to keep him in. Yeah, I want to keep him in.
Dak getting hurt. Now Daniel Jones maybe getting hurt for a while. it's all kind of fallen in place where this is a genius strategy by Ron Rivera. Play defense, short passes, let everyone else get hurt.
Well, and the thing is, we did lose one quarterback to a leg injury.
But that was another addition by subtraction.
There's another one who has a history of leg injuries, and then a third that's been out indefinitely with diarrhea for 2 months. Mm-hmm. But we do have that third to fall back on. We do have Dwayne Haskins in case, heaven forbid, anything happens to Alex Smith. But also the Washington football club's strength is still their pass defense.
Yeah.
And the WFTFC's strength is a defensive line that will get after the quarterback. Montez Sweat played like a fucking beast on Thanksgiving. Chase Young is, again, as advertised. Jonathan Allen. We've got a bunch of really talented players on that defense. And the running game's really strong. Antonio Gibson is a fucking monster. And I think that, well, here's the thing. With Daniel Jones getting injured, Colt McCoy comes in, who he is as good as an average Daniel Jones.
Although Daniel Jones was starting to play well. He was starting to play well. The Giants' defense is legit, though. The Giants' defense is very much legit. They basically held the Bengals scoreless until their prevent defense. The kick return happened, but the Giants' defense is very, very legit. They also have a few playmakers where it's like it all comes down to Daniel Jones. I think if you're the Giants, you basically say fuck it for this game against Seattle coming up in Seattle. Mm-hmm. Let Daniel Jones get healthy, hopefully, and then hit that home stretch of 4 games where 3 or 4 of them are at home. And I still think the Giants, they're a good-ish team.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm looking at the football club schedule moving forward, and yes, they play the Steelers.
You're a little biased with your viewing of the schedule.
Okay, Big Cat, I had your back on the run.
Well,
earlier.
the run. I mean, how could you not?
So we're about
people
to go.
People are talking about it everywhere.
We're about to go on our run, and we have the Steelers next week. The Steelers are going to be coming off a short week on Tuesday night.
Yep.
So it's 4 nights.
At Steelers.
They have 4 days to rest after playing a physical football game against their heated rival. That's a big letdown game.
Yep.
Football team could take that one. Week after that, 49ers. Now, you might say the 49ers are a good team, a well-coached team that is capable of beating anybody in the NFC. That's where you're wrong on this one, Big Cat, because even though the game is scheduled to be played in San Francisco, the entire county of Santa Clara has ruled that you can't have sporting events.
Yep.
So that game might take place in Washington.
I don't
Anything
think so.
can happen.
I think they'll play somewhere on the West Coast.
So that's 2 wins in a row.
Yep.
And then in Week 15, we get the Seahawks. I'm going to chalk that up as a loss.
Okay.
Stand up.
Okay.
Then Panthers at home,
which are their frisky-ass team.
We could win.
Yeah.
And then Week 17, the Eagles.
At the Eagles. But the Giants have
4 wins.
The Giants, if we do the same thing with the Giants schedule, they play at the Seahawks. Okay, you want to chalk that up as a loss. At home against the Cardinals. At home against the Browns. I mean, how is that? This is where the bias comes in. The Cardinals are not good.
Those are 2 playoff teams right now.
I don't think the Cardinals are a playoff team anymore.
I think they might be.
I don't think they are.
According to my playoff machine,
they might be because of
in which I've simulated. It's tough because I spend so much time on the ESPN playoff machine that it just remembers my picks sometimes. And so I already have the Cardinals beating the Rams next week in this scenario. Okay. I basically created a little glimpse into my brain using this software device that just makes me feel better, knowing that the Washington football team is going to get
They basically have the same
schedule,
and you somehow have it as the Washington football team has an easy schedule versus the Giants have the hardest schedule ever.
Well, they don't have the same. So the Giants also have to go to Baltimore.
Okay.
Which, I mean, if you want to substitute games in and out, I would rather go to San Francisco or wherever that game's going to be played.
Baltimore, the way they're
playing, go to Baltimore.
I don't know about that.
And then the Giants also have
Kyle Shanahan has revenge.
The Browns at home.
Yeah, which
it's a tough game. That's a tough game. I'd rather have.
All right, we got to get back to the Browns or the Giants Bengals.
I'd rather play the Panthers at home than the Browns at home.
Yeah, sure, but that's not the game that you're substituting, right? The Cardinals would be the team that you would be substituting.
Either one of those.
Panthers.
Either one
Cardinals
of those
are not good.
They beat the football team.
they are struggling. We'll get to them later.
All right, but yes.
So yeah, the Giants were good today. They played great defense. I love that Zach Taylor is coaching like a guy who's got a team that's 2-8, because we'll get to Anthony Lynn in a second. But the fake punt was great. And my question to you, PFT, is the Giants win this game, but did Joe Judge personally lose this game? Because he's a special teams coach, The Bengals returned a kick on his ass. They did a fake fucking punt on his ass. And then at the end of the game, they had like a 20-yard return when they needed it for field goal range on his ass.
Yeah, they cucked him out of his own specialty.
Did Joe Judge personally lose this game?
I think it's more of a negative than a positive for Joe Judge. Yeah, you beat a 2-8 team without their starting quarterback, and they dominated your facet of the game that you're supposed to be a specialist in. So, yeah, some of that shine is gone off the Joe Judge. Did he even have a shine? I don't think
No,
Joe
he's got
Judge
shine right now, dude.
Joe
He's
Judge,
got shine.
He's having a moment.
Dude, the Giants are a goodish team.
They are. Listen, I'm talking shit about the Giants because I want, and I truly do believe in the Washington football team. But the Giants are a good team. Their defense is good, and we even have Giants fans advocating for, maybe we should look at trading Saquon Barkley in the offseason.
It is very funny
It moves so quickly.
Right.
Like going into the season, he was the only thing that they had to root for.
Yes.
The thing that they were looking forward to the most. And I was like, get his ass out of here.
It is very funny in the office because we're obviously in a New York office, and the Giants have been so bad. They've lost the most games, I think, in the NFL in the last 5 years. It's funny, like, figuring out who's a Giants fan. They're popping up. They're fucking sprouting.
They are
left and right. We're like, you like I know like Clem is a diehard. There's a couple guys that are diehards. And then every now and then it's like, Giants, Jets. I didn't know.
Yeah,
because that's not like a knock. They've been so bad. What would they cheer for?
Right.
But it is funny, like, the Giants are starting to make some noise.
And just so you know, when I say Giants fans, I've heard start to say that they would trade Saquon Barkley. I'm talking about Glenny Balls. So I don't know if that's an accurate assessment of the entire fan base. I choose to believe that it is because I believe that Glenny is just an accurate representation of everything in America right now.
Something about the Giants and their uniforms, when they start playing well, I just like, they're a uniform team for me.
Yeah.
They're like the Steelers. Like, whenever they start playing well, I'm like, they could go to the Super Bowl.
I really like...
I've been calling them goodish.
I like the Bengals uniforms today. The white ones.
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
Those
I
are
got
nice.
confused. I always do whenever Brandon Allen's name pops up because I was expecting him to be a fat guy. Because I'm pretty sure there's an offensive lineman, a very good offensive lineman named Brandon Allen.
Yeah.
Right? Played for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I just always expected to be him at quarterback, and it never is, and I'm always disappointed.
Yep. So the Giants, I'm keeping them in my goodish territory. I'm kind of out on a limb calling them goodish. Don't let me down, although now it's Colt McCoy, so we'll fucking see. But their defense is legit. Like,
Colt McCoy...
and they have fucking playmakers. Like, every time they look... Like, Evan Ingram starting to play is such a found money thing for the Giants right now. And Darius Slayton, and they have guys. Like, Wayne Gallman's not terrible.
Right. When Evan Ingram starts to play well, he looks like Hakeem Nicks did at his best.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's just they're just starting to, I don't know, something about the Giants. I'm captivated. I think they have something going on. And that's what I'll say.
Colt McCoy does have the revenge game against the Browns, and he does have the revenge factor against the entire Washington football team, trying to beat them out down the stretch. So who knows what's going to happen. We're just blessed to be living in a day and age where a 6-10 NFC East team is probably going to make the playoffs.
Yes.
And I'm very excited.
Yes, it is going to happen. All right. Next up, Chargers, Bills. I just alluded to this. Anthony Lynn. So as much as Zach Taylor gets credit for coaching a 2-8 team, being like, fuck it, nothing to lose, let's go for it. Anthony Lynn, you are the opposite. You are a coward. You are a chicken shit. I cannot believe this guy is ruining Justin Herbert in this talented roster. That's pretty much... I don't want to pile on, but you're a fucking nincompoop and you got nothing in your brain. Air in his brain.
I don't even think that he's like a coward. I think he's just a bird brain. That's the only descripting phrase I can come up with for Anthony Lynn's brain. He's a bird brain. I don't mean that he has a bird's brain.
Bears 7-0 in the fourth quarter.
I don't
time.
mean that he has a bird's brain inside of his skull.
Did you see they haven't scored a point in the third quarter of this whole season?
That's flying around in there all the time.
Yes, a bird flying around. They actually have scored 2 touchdowns.
He's a fucking bird brain. He's a coward. He is a coward. You know what? He is a coward, but he gets confused sometimes.
He's a panic guy.
Yes,
he's a panic guy.
At the end of the game, when he was trying to figure out whether he was going to kick a field goal to go down by 7 points or score a touchdown to go down by 3, he had no idea which way that he wanted to lose a one-score game by. So he kept sending his opposite teams out on the field, back and forth, and then he ran the dumbest play that I've seen probably in the NFL all year, which was the quarterback sneak by Justin Herbert, where he had the offensive line drop back into pass protection. Nobody blocked forward, and then Justin Herbert just took a snap under center and got tackled immediately.
They all went backwards towards him. So that ended the game. Now, they weren't going to win the game, But the fact that you don't have the presence of mind, like, hey, we're down 10, you got to spike it and kick a field goal and then get your prayer. No, he runs the ball. It's pretty much the only thing you can't do. Like, you can do a pass play, you do anything. But let's throw that out.
It is funny, though, that the biggest conundrum in Anthony Lynn's bird brain was trying to figure out which way he wanted to lose. Like, would I rather score a touchdown here and then have to – it didn't make sense to him. He was like, I'm used to just always losing by one score and have it being close at the end. This isn't close, but I can still lose by one score. How do I make that work? What's the smartest way for me to do that? And the answer, he should have just picked one way and done something competent with it, besides throwing like a million goal line fades, which is another thing that he's addicted to.
And he even brought out the field goal unit with like 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I forgot. So the other Anthony Lynn dumb thing at the end of the first half, when he calls a timeout, but he waits for like 20 seconds, doesn't know what he's doing, and then doesn't go for it on 4th and 2, I think like the 45-yard line. Dude, you're 2-8. You're 2-8. Just fucking go for it. You're 2-8. What are you doing? And we should give credit to the Bills' defense, because the Bills' defense looked back to last year's Bills' defense coming out of the bye. Like, if they figure out their defense, that's a scary, scary team, because we know that their offense has weapons and can score. But, man, their defense, like, finally looked competent against a Chargers offense that has been able to put up points.
They've got dudes on their offense. Yeah, I think that numbers just ruined Anthony Lynn's mind. I think that there are certain football guys that should never have been introduced to the world of analytics or advanced strategy, and they should always be gut guys. And I think that Anthony Lynn is one of those dudes who just got poisoned by math when he became a head coach, and now he's afraid to make any decision because he's still thinking about what the numbers might tell him. Like, if you have a guy that is just like straight up a football guy, like Neanderthal type head coach, just let them be themselves when they become a head coach, and don't try to turn them into Nate Silver.
So Anthony Lynn, here's a positive spin for the Chargers. Anthony Lynn's so incompetent that he's going to get fired. And you have a chance here to hire a real coach, which I would actually throw out there that the Chargers job is probably going to be one of the top jobs out there, simply by the fact that Justin Herbert looks for real. You have Joey Bosa, who is also very much for real. He was a beast today. You have the recipe for like a championship window.
Yeah.
The quarterback on his rookie deal, who in the next couple of years could be a bona fide guy on his rookie deal, and then you build up the roster around it. You have the ability now. The Chargers actually have, like in today's NFL, the 3-4 year window here that could actually be something. So I think that from a coaching perspective, you should get the pick of the litter from like who your next coach is. Go get like Eric Bieniemy, go get Joe Brady, whatever it may be. That's a good spin zone.
Now, I think that
Anthony Lynn still is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, some people would say it's not as attractive because then you have to play the Chiefs twice a year. I would say you were wrong about that because you have a built-in excuse to not win your division.
Correct.
Because nobody is going to blame you for getting beat twice by the Chiefs in a year. No one's going to blame you if the Chiefs go like 14-2 for the next 4 or 5 years and you finish in that wild card spot. People are going to be like, well, shit, that's Patrick Mahomes, who's the best quarterback that we've ever seen. So you have a built-in excuse ready to go, which is your most important part about taking any job in the NFL. Like, be ready to have that fired up.
The Chargers play the Chiefs well. They've played them well. So I just think it's a very attractive job.
Mm-hmm. Give credit to Josh Allen. He got a hockey assist today.
Josh Allen is the best number one guy reaching for the end zone.
Yeah,
how tall he is.
He's got the big hands.
The hands. He is so good at doing that. That touchdown run was awesome.
If you were to design a human body to stretch out for the goal line, you would make Josh Allen.
Speaking of which, like he broke his ankle and he was fine.
I don't know what happened on that. He got bent back. He pounded the turf. And when you see a guy,
his ankle like completely rolled up. I don't know how he was able to come back and be effective.
There are like different levels of a guy being hurt on the ground where you can just tell how bad the injury is. The head and the hands is always a bad one.
Yep.
The pounding of the turf with one hand while you're like face butting the turf is another really bad sign. And that's what he did. He got up, limped off the field, and came back 2 plays later after Matt Barkley took an extreme sack to his big wide chest.
Yeah, he thought he was Josh Allen for a second. He's like, oh, if I just play quarterback for the Bills here, I'll have all of his skills. And he did like a step where Josh Allen would have stepped and been able to get free, and he did that and just got absolutely blown up.
Josh, on the play that he did get injured on, was a classic Josh Allen play where he pressed all the buttons on his way down.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to get like 2 more steps in, and then at the very last second, he's like, fuck it, I'll just try to throw a dump-off pass to my running back. But yeah, I'm glad that he's not hurt. The Bills look good.
Their defense looks good.
Bills
That's
are
the
win
biggest
that
thing. The defense looks good coming out of the bye, and if their defense can get shit together a little bit, that's a scary, scary team. Also, put a pin in this one. Alex Kemp. You know I'm mad about a game that I lost money on when I look up who the ref crew was. Alex Kemp. That's the crew. Don't ever let me bet on a game with him again, because those flags were so fucking ridiculous. That flag that who was it, Moss got for unnecessary, or was it unsportsmanlike conduct, when he literally just rolled over on a guy, getting tackled. Fuck those guys.
Josh Allen got a flag for spinning the ball in the end zone.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I will let you know
crazy.
what game he's officiating.
Thank
next
you.
week.
Thank
is he
you.
one of the
fucking motherfucking pieces of shit?
Jake, is
maybe
he
I'll bet the under.
Is he one of the beard guys?
Maybe
Because
just bet the under.
so.
There are like 3 different crews in the NFL where the head referee has a beard, and that guy did not have a beard last year.
All right, tell me who he's reffing next Friday. Tell me which game we're taking the under.
Right.
Because there were so many drives killed by their stupid bullshit flags, and so many points left on that board. Fuck them. And fuck Alex Kemp. Again, if I have to look up who the officiating crew is, you know that I want to fist fight you and punch you in the neck.
And we get into this a little bit with Deion later, but the Bills suck at Hail Marys. They're the worst Hail Mary team maybe in the history of the
defensively,
NFL.
yes.
Yes. Offensively, probably the best of all time with Josh Allen.
You'd think
and throw a Hail Mary from anywhere on the field.
Yes.
But yeah, on defense, they've given up 3 consecutive completions on Hail Marys, one of which was a push-off on Keenan Allen, which they did call. But still, like back-to-back catches on a Hail Mary, that's a tough look.
Yes, that is a tough look. And shout out the newest member of the PMT crew, Cam. Listen, it's tough. It's tough to go sit in the gambling cave with us on a Sunday. It is really trial by fire, but I almost fucking bit his head off.
For what?
Because the first Hail Mary, Keenan Allen had the most blatant push off of all time, and he then took off his helmet, and the ref comes in and throws the flag, and Cam's like, no, the flag was for the helmet being taken off. It's not for the push off. And I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. He pushed off. And then they call the push off. He's like, oh, yeah, you're right. And I was like, God damn it, dude. Do not. Like, there's those crunch time witching hour moments where everyone has to have their head on a swivel and no wrong statements can be made. And it's okay. I'm not mad at him, but I was like, got to be better.
And there were 2 refs that threw a flag, too, like right in front of
And it was
Keenan
the
Allen
most blatant push off ever.
Yeah.
It was the most blatant.
That was such a shitty ending to the game.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. Fuck you, Anthony Lynn.
And there were like 9 turnovers in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Everyone hates you, dude. All right. Panthers, Vikings. Nice guy. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I liked him on Hard Knocks.
Seems like a nice guy.
He was good on Zoom.
Yeah. All right. Panthers, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with a game-winning drive. Unbelievable. They come back and win a game where there was so much chaos going on in the witching hour. I feel like this one almost slipped under the. We looked up. We're like, oh shit, the Vikings are about to win.
Well, it's because they started to fuck up in the 4th quarter, and so
Chad Beebe.
Yeah, Chad Beebe
NIU.
absolutely fucked some stuff up. I will say this about Kirk Cousins. It takes me a lot to say this, but he's a fine quarterback. He's a fine young
game-winning drive.
Yeah,
he's played well at home. I did love. Speaking of Madden, there was the Madden glitch to start the second half where Jeremy Chin, back-to-back plays, got a fumble for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. That's one where you throw your controller through the TV and you're like, fuck this game is rigged.
I really hope that he had something good for breakfast, because every other game from now on you have to eat the exact same thing.
Yes.
You have to copy whatever you did today that puts you in a position to get those 2 scoop and scores. So I hope it was something hearty, something delicious, something that you're going to look forward to replicating every week.
So Jeremy Chin, he scores back-to-back touchdowns in back-to-back plays, offensive snaps, on fumble recoveries. The last guy to do it was 1948, Fred Dippy Evans. And I went and tried to find what his nickname is from. I assumed it's just he threw in fucking huge hogs.
Yeah.
Dippy. But all I could find was this is a Fred Dippy Evans story that's quite something. Evans was considered shy but tough before a game against USC. Bill Reardon, a teammate, poured a bucket of water over Evans' head. So that sounds like that's the first ice bucket challenge. Evans tried to retaliate but crashed into a wall and split his knee open. He concealed the injury from his coach and played in the USC game but needed 11 stitches afterward.
How do you conceal a... Well, first
He's
of all...
just bleeding out of his knee.
After his football career, he owned a dry cleaning business.
Dippy.
What a pivot.
Dude, Dippy. Dippy's just throwing in fucking
How uncoordinated
Copenhagen.
do you have
wall.
to be
means
to
he's a
run
hitman.
into a wall and split your knee open? I can think of like 9 different parts of my body that would hit the wall before my knee would if I was trying to retaliate against somebody.
Fred Dippy
Fred
Evans.
Dippy. So
I couldn't find out why they call him Dippy. The Dipper, Fred Dippy Evans. Oh, I had a couple. He had a bunch of nicknames.
Dippy was probably a code name for something that was weird back in the 50s. that you
Maybe
weren't
he
allowed to
invented
talk
Dippin'
about.
Dots.
Maybe
ice
he
cream
liked
of the
it.
future.
He liked anal.
Yeah, he just dipped it in
Just
there.
just get a dip.
His nicknames were Dippy, Dip, the Dipper, Fearless Fred. That was probably because of the stitches. Mm-hmm. What a legend. So Fred Dippy
And the
Evans.
anal.
Shout out you, dude.
And the anal, probably.
And the anal. Big time anal guy.
Yeah.
He actually was the one who introduced anal to the entire state of Ohio.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, yeah.
And now he's like the Johnny Appleseed.
he's
Wherever
like
he goes,
everyone.
Fred's just plugging up butts.
Yeah, as soon as he
Scoop
got
and
on the
scoop.
Browns, he's like, check this out. Watch this, boys. You dip it in, and then you take it out.
You know what they say?
Dippy Evans.
You only die the last time somebody says your name. We just resurrected Fred Dippy Evans.
Dude,
on this
Fred
show.
Dippy Evans is a legend. He literally invented
I got
anal.
the answer why he's Dippy.
Anal?
Anal.
Anal.
It's anal, Jake.
It's a few
Give us-
sentences, so bear with me.
Okay.
Okay. If it doesn't have anal in
Just
it, just
make something up
cut
that
this
has
out.
anal in it.
It doesn't have it.
Well, no, just
Oh!
it,
Jake,
just
didn't
say-
say anal. That's just a word.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a word. It's your anus.
Horseplay's involved.
Yeah. Oh, horseplay.
He was amongst. It was that he went to Notre Dame. He was amongst some fighting Irish players involved in horseplay at the dormitory.
anal. Okay,
as
that-
they-
okay,
That's
done.
anal.
It's anal.
That is
Yeah.
literally anal.
Okay, so he's a strict Catholic.
Yeah, horseplay.
Yeah.
Because they probably were like, yo,
They were squirting water onto each
No,
other.
they probably
oh
were
yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Was it water or was it lube? We
no,
don't know.
they probably were like, yo, is Fred doing? Is Fred
no,
doggy style? No, that's
wait,
anal,
you
bro.
You told the story wrong. What happened was wasn't a teammate who dumped the water. It was opposing players
What?
who dumped the water on him, and then they shot him up with Novocaine that made him a little sedated and dippy, so kind of like ditzy because he was all shot up.
The opposing
That's why they
team
called him
kidnapped
Dippy?
him, waterboarded
it's-
him, and then shot him with truth.
I'm
Was he
reading
in
it
the
right
CIA?
now. It says Bill Reardon, a teammate.
The young men were squirting water onto each other as they ran through the building. He hurt his knee like twice, I guess. Evans slipped on a wet
He
spot.
just was
and
always
severely
doing
hurt
water
his
fights
knee.
and hurting
Yeah.
his knee.
Yeah.
What is this, like fucking the
So
Benny
he kept
Hill?
shooting up with Novocaine.
Okay, all right. I think we got it. It's the anal.
It's totally anal.
Yeah,
this
got
is
it.
all got it. 100%.
But yeah,
anal.
this was a good Kirk Cousins game. I still think he kind of stinks, but he's a fine quarterback.
I'm just still thinking about
At
Fred
times.
Dippy Evans.
It's actually big that they won it without Thielen.
Yes,
Right?
Yes, and well, Chad Beebe.
Chad Beebe's the
with
new
touchdown
Thielen.
after being the goat. He went from the goat to the goat.
They keep sending Joey Sly out.
I was gonna say, so Joey Sly, shout out Joey Sly. This guy, he has the worst job in the world because the Panthers are just good enough to always be in it, and then just bad enough to never get actually into field goal range. So in the last 6 games, they have trotted him out there to try to hit a game tying or winning kick from 54 yards today, 67 yards against the Chiefs, and 65 yards against the Saints. They basically are just like, dude, we like go out there, kicker, fail. Our offense cannot get into, that line, field goal range. We will never get there. So just go out there, kick it, and then we'll call it a day, hit the showers.
I don't even think they have a line that they put up when Joey Sly is on your team because it could be you could attempt a field goal from literally anywhere on the field.
Yes.
With Joey Sly. I
Yes.
would not be shocked if he had the leg to make it through the end zone but missed by like 15 yards wide to the left.
Oh, man. So Joey Sly, shout out. That's a terrible job that you have. and
Also,
you're really doing a good job.
Jefferson-
Not really. You haven't hit any of them.
Jefferson really good. we benched him. You guys don't care about our fantasy
Don't
team.
care about our fantasy
But-
team. I don't even care about our fantasy
But
team.
we benched him for what's his name, Hinton, for Kendall Hinton.
We'll get to that.
text
on the
us.
Broncos.
BFD said he's going to
Pick
go
him
off.
up.
He's
Kendall
got
Hinton.
I was riding high off the news of Taysom Hill putting up numbers as a tight end last week, and I was like, I figured out a way to hack the system. Now we have a wide receiver who's also a quarterback.
He said Kendall Hinton is going to go off.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have Raiders Falcons. Just when we started to give the Raiders credit and start taking them for real, they go and drop an absolute fucking egg in Atlanta. I don't know. I mean, here's a positive. I'll say something nice, Raiders fans. Nathan Peterman had 5 pass attempts and he didn't throw an interception.
Mm-hmm. He completed 3 of them, I think.
Yep, 3 for 5.
So the game ended with Nathan Peterman and Matt Schaub on the field.
Beautiful.
Going back and forth.
Just how they drew it up.
It stinks because we don't get a pick six with those two guys playing against each other, and you don't get a pick six. I think it's like seeing porn stars with their clothes on in the same room as each other. Like at the AVNs, when they get up to accept a award, and you keep hoping that someone's going to take their shirt off.
Yep.
Like it's like, oh, there's Johnny Sins and Madison Ivy on the red carpet. One of them is going to get their pants off soon. Nope, and we didn't get to see a pick six, but Matt Schaub did get a quarterback save, so he has
Got the quarterback save.
one save on the year behind Jameis Winston's 2.
The Raiders, this is just a huge step back. I guess the actual spin zone here is the Raiders were so bad that you can just throw out the game tape. Like, you weren't even remotely in this game. It was never a question. You looked flat from the beginning. And Derek Carr, we'll talk about this with Deion, but tiny little hands, Derek Carr. If you don't think little hands matter, if you don't think hand size matter, Derek Carr has played 105 games in the NFL. He has 63 fumbles, and he's lost 31 of them.
Pathetic.
That is insane.
And what's almost worse is now he's got that meme that follows him around every time he does something bad. The clip from last Sunday night where he's just like staring at the camera looking like Jared Goff, and he's just looking like he's going to start crying his eyeliner off his face. And so every time he does something bad, it's like, boom, that pops up on the timeline.
What happens now, I saw Derek Carr's brother, not David, the third brother, tweeted on last Sunday night when they were playing the Chiefs, I kept a list, and I'll be like calling these people out. What do you do now? What do you do after this game?
Well, he's on good news for everybody that made fun of Derek Carr last week. His brother is on your list.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I told you so. I told you this guy stunk.
That was a bad game. The Raiders' defense is just bad.
Derek Carr is a big blocker on Twitter, too.
I believe it.
He's like the Ben Roethlisberger
I believe it.
he ran his own account.
Seems like his wife might run his account and just block everyone.
Probably.
He seems like a,
Let's see if
here,
he
honey,
blocks
have
me.
all my passwords type of dude.
Derek Carr. Oh,
Like,
he doesn't
hey,
block me. How about that?
Let's share. Let me see. Let's share an email. He shares an email address with his wife.
An answering machine message.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely. He doesn't block me. All right. Cool. I'm going to follow your ass, Derek Carr. I'm going to follow your fucking
If you're
ass.
Derek Carr, it's got to be so much worse to get benched for Nathan Peterman than for Marcus Mariota, right?
Correct.
I would much rather see Mariota come in off the sidelines
Yeah, I
and be
forgot
like,
he
"You're going
exists.
with this guy."
We need to
I
put that in.
Forgot he did too.
Put that in like a Google Calendar, Jake.
Yep.
January 17th.
For
Remember Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, just see if he's
It's my
alive.
sister's birthday.
There we go.
Oh, happy
Shout out.
birthday.
Shout out to
remember Marcus Mariota on that day. Is that a Tuesday or Wednesday? What is it?
it
Well, I
is
don't know
a
why
Sunday.
I only,
we'll be
I
here.
don't know why I only gave 2 options. There.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
it
Sunday.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Sunday. We'll be here.
So actually, sorry, no offense to your sister Hank, but let's move it back.
Yep.
Let's go to the following Wednesday. It seems like
That
or
week?
Tuesday. It seems like a Tuesday type of for a Wednesday show.
Wednesday's inauguration day. Tuesday is the 19th.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we're really gonna
So
have a lot to talk
I'm
about.
gonna be busy on
about
that
the
one, yeah.
inauguration.
I'm just looking at my Apple calendar and I had a dot.
Are you
and-
saying the election is official?
We're not talking about it.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'm just saying.
who said
it
that we're
pops
not
up.
counting?
You know how the holidays
They can't.
pop up on your
You're
Apple
telling on
calendar?
yourself because
That's what came up.
He didn't say who was getting inaugurated.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Jake's a
all right, so put it in. That's Marcus
big
Mariota.
George Jorgensen guy.
Remember
Do you
Marcus
get inaugurated
Mariota.
if you win?
You get re-inaugurated.
Oh,
Yeah.
You like double. You pinky swear on the Bible.
fun fact.
JPP could never.
Remember Marcus Mariota Day.
Got it.
Okay, on Pardon My Take.
Hank is furious over here.
He took
Hank,
the
explain
Packers
to me.
second half.
Explain to me why you're just screaming at the television.
I
You should
have
be
the second
producing a
half
podcast.
under 21.5. There's 21 points currently, and the Packers just dropped an interception in the end zone.
Yes,
Okay.
they did. So Mitch is gonna fuck you.
I like this formation.
There's
that
4
the Bears are
guys and
running.
only 3 defenders. I think the Bears
That
are gonna
should be a
score.
touchdown.
David
yeah.
Montgomery.
David Montgomery. They can't stop
The
him.
game.
The catch.
The game, the run, the catch,
The screen.
everything. Wow, what a beast. All right, so they're going for 2.
Let's go.
They're going for
There's
2.
no quitting
Matt
this
Nagy.
team. Big Cat.
He's done the math. Matt Nagy has done the math.
Chart says when you're
They're
down by
down
18,
18.
you got to go
Second.
for 2.
You got to go for
teaser.
2. Yeah, we only be down 16.
And Billy's teaser's alive.
My teaser-
Everyone wins.
And look at this, Billy. Your teaser's alive.
I shudder to think what the spreadsheet looks like incorporating teasers.
Oh, I'm working on
I'm
a
just saying
teaser
it right now.
spreadsheet.
The Bears they're going to be up 13-0 in the fourth quarter. That's kind of a slaughter. All right, we'll live for this 2-point conversion. Does this matter, Hank? Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay. All right, so the 2-point conversion doesn't matter. Matt Nagy drew up his best play, and it worked.
Very nice.
Wow. 16. I'm going to tweet the
If they kick
eyeball
a
You know what?
emojis.
You guys are just going to run out of time in this one again.
Yep, I'm going to tweet the eyeball emojis real quick. That one's going to feel good.
Billy, so
like, what?
have you started working on your teaser spreadsheet?
Yeah, after the success of this week's Can't Win Parlay,
Uh-huh.
honestly, it's probably the most successful.
Shout out you, dude. I'm
yeah.
sorry for hating on it.
Dude, it's working. We perfected it.
You killed it.
You perfected it.
It won. On a $100 bet, it won $124.
When you open up the spreadsheet for the first time and you're putting the formulas in, do you get Clippy, the Microsoft Office logo, pop up and be like, "Hey, it looks like
Clippy screaming,
hey, looks
"Stop,
Like, it looks
don't
like
do it."
you're gonna
Looks like you're
spend all your
confused.
money. Looks like you should throw your computer into a lake."
It worked. I mean, it worked.
It worked.
I mean, as Buster once said, the only difference between a fool and a visionary is success, and we have
that
success.
is something Buster said.
So
you're calling yourself a visionary?
Mission
yeah,
accomplished. Mission
Done.
accomplished.
So actually, check it out because we're gonna do next week, and it's up for the year.
This would be
It's gonna
hilarious
be
if the
pretty
Bears
awesome.
somehow covered this spread. They could. All right, let's go to the Falcons. Good job. Every year is the same now for the Falcons. They suck, and then they get an interim head coach. I counted Dan Quinn after the bye as an interim head coach last year, and they put together some wins, and everyone says, why are the Falcons so bad? They have such a good roster. And then next year we're going to be like, who we should look out for? The Falcons.
I look at the Falcons as a bad job. If I'm
Yeah.
if I'm a coach
It's cursed.
that's looking at my pick of the litter next year, I don't think I would go to Atlanta.
It is cursed.
I would not.
It is cursed. All right. Let's go to Cardinals Patriots. Hank, are you back in?
Sort of. I'm rooting for a game cancellation, which would then add the extra 2 teams, or what is it, 4 teams to the playoffs?
I don't think
it'd
it's
be
4. Yeah.
8 full teams,
full
so
teams.
1 extra team.
1 extra team. I'm rooting for a game cancellation. Like
Okay.
this Steelers Ravens.
You got your
game,
eyes on it.
I got my eyes on it.
You got it on the tickler.
One cancellation equals Pats are back.
If there's one
Playoffs
coach
bound.
in the NFL that would
Stairway to
knowingly
7.
infect his staff,
Stairway to 7.
I think it would be Belichick.
Yeah, I'd agree. All right, so Cam Newton won this game. 9 for 18, 84 yards, 2 interceptions. That's remarkable.
He drew a big personal foul.
Can you believe all these teams passed on Cam?
He had a 13 passer rating in the first half. This is just a testament. Remember I told you this take a few weeks ago. I do think it's coming. Is this Bill Belichick's best coaching job?
It might be.
You know what? This actually is Bill Belichick's best coaching job.
I mean, his defense has stunk, but he shut down Kyler Murray.
Right.
And offensive guru Cliff Kingsbury.
Dude.
Football genius Cliff Kingsbury was not able to score more than 10 points against this team.
And
it should have been worse because they got that flag on the crackback block on the punt return by Gunner.
Yep.
The phantom call, which still doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if it was the right call or the wrong call, but it looked as just somebody who was watching football like a normal football play. Like,
It was
this
completely
person
normal.
Blocked this other person
In
and
his
they looked
face.
at each other in their faces. And then if that's a penalty, they should every team should have one floppy nerd that they send out on kick returns to just get blocked into the dirt and have it look like a penalty, and then the refs will just call it because I think that's what half of penalty calls in the NFL are now. It's just like, does that look like it should be?
yeah,
a
does
penalty?
that guy look like he's hurt?
Yeah,
okay,
like
flag.
I mean, with the Cam Newton penalty at the end of the game, it was kind of like that too, where it looked like it was a penalty, but I don't necessarily think that it even was a penalty.
I agree.
He was
I
in
agree.
bounds and he was a runner.
I agree. What were you going to say?
It's nature. Body craves contact.
Body
is
does
nature.
crave contact. Is Cliff Kingsbury a good coach?
No, when I call him an offensive genius and a guru, I'm not saying that
Tongue
seriously.
in cheek.
Yes.
This is the Cardinals are now one Hail Mary away from a 4-game losing streak. Like they haven't been playing good, right? And they do have a ton of talent, and so what's going on? I don't know. I feel like we've anointed him a little, maybe not us personally, because we've been calling him a mimbo and saying that he just wants to get sucked off going home from P.F. Chang's. But still, it does feel like Cliff Kingsbury, I don't know, not that good of a coach.
I don't think he is.
Yeah. It is crazy
And
how
he's not that hot.
He's not that hot. It is crazy how bad the Patriots defense played well. That goal line stand to end the first half. It's crazy though how bad both quarterbacks played. And this game was one of those games that's like red zone forgot about it. We didn't see it much. It didn't seem very good. But the Patriots, I think the Patriots are going to do this. They're just going to go back and forth like this.
I think Belichick likes playing against a quarterback who's a challenge like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
He gets up for it. He gets into the real weird shit on defense when it's an enigma that he has to solve. You know, like he can only force himself to be so creative after 20-some years coaching if he's going up against like a traditional pocket passer.
Right.
It's like Phillip Rivers again. He's like, oh, Jesus, I got to fucking figure out a way to pick this guy off 3 times again in the fourth quarter. But when it's a guy like Kyler Murray who presents a challenge to him, that wakes him up out of his little football coma.
Yeah, the Patriots are gonna lose to the Chargers next week, and then they'll beat the Rams the week after. And everybody, like, what's going on?
I think they're gonna win out.
They're gonna win out. I just think they're gonna go back and forth like this. They're gonna like one game back, one game forth, like just go back and forth. What do you make of them? We don't know, because that Texans loss still makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, and the Cardinals, I don't know what to make of the Cardinals. I think they stink. I'm now in the Cardinals stink. I'm sick of hearing about the Cardinals and being like,
I think they're
well,
soft.
If Kyler Murray, and Cliff Kingsbury put it all together, I think they stink. I think they're not going to make the playoffs, even though that's kind of hard to do looking at how bad the NFC East has changed the entire playoff picture. They have brought everyone to their level.
Yeah,
because
that's what
it
we
just
do.
eliminates
We're
an
like
entire
quicksand, baby.
It eliminates 4 full teams, and so when you look at the rest of the playoff picture, you're like, well, where are we going to find the other teams?
I think the Cardinals should only play games against the NFC West. They're so fun when they play the Rams.
It's true.
The Seahawks.
It is true. That's
the 49ers.
Hank, do you need this at all or no?
No.
Okay, you're out.
Yeah.
You're out. All right. All right. Next up, let's do it. Dolphins versus the Jets. Fuck. Billy, you're out now. So the quote was, with Sam Darnold and his 3 dudes at receiver, Adam Gase said this is a chance for everyone to see what maybe it could have been. He said that this past week, talking about Sam Darnold getting healthy, the 3 dudes at receiver getting healthy. The final stat line is 16 for 27, 197 yards.
We'll always just look back and think, man, how great could we have been if everybody was just healthy?
Yeah,
If
2
Sam
interceptions,
Darnold didn't get mono.
3 points.
We could have had this. This could have all been ours.
3 points, everyone healthy, hyperdrive, 3 points. And Sam Darnold afterwards said still super confident in Adam Gase.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Is he saying that because I think now everyone realizes that they're all hitching their wagon to Adam Gase staying as the coach for the rest of the year because they want to complete the tank. So Joe Douglas wants to complete the tank, get Trevor Lawrence. Sam Darnold wants to complete the tank, get Trevor Lawrence, so he can then go somewhere else that's not the Jets. Like people are like, ooh, he's going to go back up Big Ben in Pittsburgh. That would be the greatest thing to ever happen to Sam Darnold's career.
But I think he wants to stay. Like Sam
No,
Darnold.
I know. I think he knows. I think he knows. Like, get me out of here.
So if I'm Sam Darnold, I'm probably doing the exact same thing where you have to act like you have Adam Gase's back for the rest of the year. Because if you don't, if you like publicly go against him and he continues to be the head coach, then there's a chance. It's a small chance, but there's a chance that the front office looks at the problem at the end of the year and figures like one of these guys has to, and they take a side one way or the other. Now, I guess if you're Sam Darnold, you could say like, yeah, if they want to point all their fingers at me and get rid of me and keep Adam Gase, that's great because I'll probably come back and beat Adam Gase as a coach of the New York Jets eventually. But I don't know. I feel like you just got to pretend to have his back. But I think what he's doing is he's like playing mom and dad off each other a little bit because Gase was saying that, he gave up play calling, took it back. Then there was a report that he gave it up again. But then their offensive coordinator said that he wasn't calling the plays And then after the game, Gase had to explain that, yes, he was still involved in the play calling.
Yeah, this is Dowell Loggins and Adam Gase have done this in Chicago. They did this in Miami. Now they're doing it with the Jets. This is like his just traveling band of idiots that keep getting jobs. I want to see Adam Gase get another job. I wouldn't even be shocked if he does.
I would love to see the Jets extend Adam Gase.
Yeah.
How great would that be?
It would be incredible.
Hey, spin zone for Jets fans. At least Stephen Cohen's the owner of the Mets right now.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're good to go.
All right, and also I'm happy for Ryan Fitzpatrick because he came back and he played well and he got a win, and that's cool for Fitzy.
You know what? It just dawned on me. Here's why Adam Gase can't remember whether or not he's actually calling the plays or not, because he can't remember what he leaked to Manish Mehta as a lie in the New York Daily News.
Right.
He can't keep his lies straight at this point and all his grudges straight.
I agree.
So, like, if the report comes out that he accidentally confirms that was originally a lie to try to fuck over a reporter who sucks, then he looks like a liar in front of the press afterwards. So I kind of sympathize with that.
Yes. It's the Jets are just full on, just keep losing. Just keep losing. I don't think there's a Jets fan that isn't happy about these losses. Like they just want to keep losing. There's no maybe Fireman Ed. There's always one crazy who's like, ooh, like we're gonna win this game. All right, the Packers are kneeling it, and they brought out Rodgers to kneel it in our face. Finals 41-25. That fucking sucked a lot, and it wasn't that close. But the run, we will always have the run. All right, Dolphins Jets. So that's Dolphins Jets. Good on the Dolphins. They're still rolling. They have the Bengals next week. Then they have like a gauntlet coming up. We'll find out how good they actually are.
I think Tua might miss some time.
I think Tua might miss some time. I don't know if that's a bad thing.
So is Tua officially hurt?
Yes.
I believe so.
Also, Frank Gore had 21 carries.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It is insane. He's going to Frank Gore.
21 carries.
Might take his son's job
21 carries.
as a starting running back in 3 years.
He had 21 carries. He's fucking
they're diving at it afterwards.
Love this.
The old Greg Schiano.
Yeah. A little old black and blue.
That's
there we go.
AFC North football.
Get him. Man, that was fun. Good fight, defense. Way to fight at the end there after the game is over. All right, let's go to Browns-Jaguars. The Cleveland Browns are not going to have a losing season for the first time since 2007.
That's good for them.
Unbelievable.
And they're good, and they're going to make the playoffs.
They're going to make the playoffs.
The Browns are a good football team.
They won't have a losing record for the first time since 2007. That's huge. That's a crazy
Everyone
stat.
should be rooting for the Browns.
So how do you not
if
have
you don't
one
have a dog
season?
in the fight? Like, it's good to see a team finally make their fan base happy after a long time.
A Browns playoff game will be must-watch television. What do you say, Billy?
Quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Where do you put the Browns next to the Raiders or the Falcons, two teams that you said you don't
What's
know
the weather?
are good or bad?
What's the weather?
Yeah, give us the weather. Give us a forecast.
Playoff stretch type weather.
Okay, so cold.
Browns.
Throw in a dome.
The Browns.
It's cold, but it's in a dome. Is it cold inside the dome?
Let's say cold game.
Okay, so the
game.
Browns.
Okay, all right, so it's a 40-degree game inside of a dome for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I take the Browns.
The Browns and the Raiders are actually very similar teams. Derek Carr's better than Baker Mayfield, but the Raiders don't have Myles Garrett. That's pretty much how you'd sum it up, in my mind.
Because
they both can run the football. Like they're kind of similarly built, except the Raiders defense has no one, and the Browns defense has like a top 5 defensive player. So that changes things. And a dude who smashes people with his helmet.
I think they're actually very similar. Even like Baker and David Carr are similar quarterbacks.
Baker
in that. Okay, Baker
he played well, but he had a couple throws.
He had a couple
Dude.
touchdowns that he should have had that were very easy that he did not complete. But I mean, when you go to Derek Carr, he makes some boneheaded mistakes too.
Not even the touchdown throw that he missed, that fourth down throw or third down throw where they could have just won the game right there and they couldn't fucking get it. Like the Jaguars were spunky. What did Mike Francesa say? They're the best 1-10 team he's ever seen.
So he said the Jacksonville Jaguars are the best 1-10 team of all time. That's in the history of the NFL. And so we had Jake look up who the other 1-10 teams are.
Yeah, there's 6 teams in the last decade.
Because this is a great take by Francesa.
Do you want to start earlier or most recent?
Most recent.
2017 49ers.
That's Chip Kelly.
2016 49ers.
That's Tom Sula. They were good.
They won their first game.
2014 Jaguars.
Blake Bortles.
No, before Blake.
No, that was his rookie year.
Oh, it was? Shit.
Yeah.
So maybe that.
So the Jaguars have
Raiders.
2 of the top 4.
What?
2014 Raiders.
No.
2012 Chiefs. I couldn't tell you the quarterbacks on any of these teams.
That might have been Brody Croyle.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
2010 Panthers.
Oh, no, you know who that was? It was, wait, what is it?
2012 Chiefs.
Oh, was that Tyler Palko?
Dude, Tyler Palko with his Hail Mary against the Bears, yeah.
Fuck yeah, that was a pretty good 1-10 team.
Yeah.
And 2010
They
Panthers.
finished
I
2 and
assume
14.
they used the first pick to get Cam the year after.
Okay.
Tyler Palko.
I'm gonna say
Fuck that guy.
I'm gonna say number 1 was the 2014 Jaguars because they were just rebuilding to come up and almost win the AFC Championship game in a couple of years.
That was not Tyler Palko.
It was not.
No. Because they didn't play the Bears that year. And I remember Tyler Palko. Orton was on that team. Okay. This is, yeah. All right, who was the other teams? That wasn't the Tyler Palko game. I think that
2012
Brady Quinn was the
Chiefs,
starter.
and then 2010 Panthers.
2010 Panthers.
Who was that?
2010. This is terrible that we're
Oh, that
doing
was what's his name?
Matt Barkley. No.
Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen.
Yeah,
was
and
the
what's his
quarterback of
name
that
still
team.
has to retire? Or Mel Kiper.
Yeah.
He still has to retire. He said Jimmy Clausen was going to be.
So those,
Yeah.
so the Jaguars this year are the 7th 1-10 team in the last decade. But
Okay.
the best,
So
according to
the bottom line is
sports book.
the
Wait, what
Jaguars have a 1-10 dynasty.
Wait,
in
we
the
can
last 10 years.
we can figure this out. What did those teams end up?
Stand by.
Okay, because that would be the easiest way to figure
Yep.
it out, right?
Yep.
Like if one of those teams ended up 4-12, they have to be the best team.
The Kansas City was 2-14.
They were 2-14. Yep. All right, so that's an interesting debate. Where do you think you'd get that type of debate? Nowhere else.
Sports Pope.
Yep. Great fucking debate. What
The
a debate.
2017 49ers ended the season winning 5 in a row. They finished
There you
6
go.
and 10.
All right, so
That was the first one.
you're
Chip
wrong,
Kelly?
Mike.
They
Francesa.
started 1-10 and finished 6 and 10.
You were wrong,
Okay,
Mike
that's it.
Francesa. That's the best 1-10 team of all time.
2017 49ers.
Like, you can't-
I don't think a team. It's impossible for a team to be better than that.
You
Yeah.
can't. You cannot be a
Maybe
better
one of
1-10
them tied.
team. Yeah, that's all right. So
They
there
beat
we
the
go.
Bears.
The 72
Texans,
Dolphins
Titans,
have
Jaguars,
1-10
Rams.
What
teams.
year was that?
2017. It was TJ
2017.
Beathard, Brian Hoyer, and Jimmy G.
No way.
Jimmy G was on
Oh,
it?
that was Shanahan's. Was that his first
Shanahan
year?
was the head coach.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his first year when he was started to put it all together. I actually remember.
Oh
that,
my God!
that
They
team,
beat that Bears 49ers game was in the snow. It was so fucking.
It was 15
bad.
to 14 the
yeah,
final.
it was so bad.
I bet you can go back in time to old Pardon My Takes and listen to us talk about that 49ers team. I think at the time we were even saying this is
They're
a
building
good,
something.
shitty team.
Yeah.
Because that's the year that they played the Rams in a Thursday night football game that everybody thought was going to suck, and it ended up being a shootout. We were like, damn, this team's really good. For
Yes.
So, yeah, Mike Francesa doesn't always
You're
talking
wrong,
about.
Mike
Did
Francesa.
Garoppolo take over at the back end of the season?
What a debate!
Yeah, wow.
Wow, that was fun.
Are we like actually doing sports now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, that was a great thought starter. What are the best 1-10 teams of all time? Yeah, that game. Oh fuck, I remember that game. Everyone was slipping around. That game sucked. All right, let's see. Where are we? Oh, Browns Jaguars. Mike Glennon wasn't terrible.
He was pretty bad.
He was pretty bad, but he was like he looked like he had played quarterback before, whereas Jake Luton maybe not.
Mm-hmm. And then after the game, they fired Dave Caldwell, their general manager, which can't be a comforting thing for Doug Marrone to go home
I
and
think
read
Dougie
reports
knows,
about.
but Doug, I think
He
Doug is
knew
like
at the
cool
start.
with it.
He knew
right.
at the start.
He's cool with
This
it.
is how it's going to go. My
It's
only
actually
question
kind
is
of nice
like,
that they're letting him do it.
why did they fire him right now? I guess they want
Fresh
to hire
blood.
a new guy
Fresh
to
blood.
look for the next Doug.
Yeah, fresh blood too. That feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want the first pick, where everyone was going to want to go to the Jaguars. Also, credit to Jarvis Landry. I feel like Jarvis Landry sometimes gets lumped in with Odell Beckham, but Jarvis Landry, going back to, remember Hard Knocks when he talked about changing the culture?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had a huge game. He's a dependable guy. Like he has changed the culture in Cleveland. So
Yeah.
he should get a shout out for that.
Cleveland, again, they're 8-3. What else can you say? They're an 8-3 football team in Cleveland. You should be extremely happy about that. If
It
you're
is
a Browns
also
fan.
fucking awesome watching Nick Chubb when he gets a block and you're just like, oh, here he goes. And it just some teams just make running the ball sexy. The Browns are one of those teams.
Yeah, it's because they've got a beast offensive line coach.
Turns you on. Wait, he's not the offensive line coach
No,
anymore.
Bill Callahan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what's his name?
Oh, no. Tony Wiley, who was
yeah. No. Fuck. Why can't we think?
Bob Wiley. Bob Wiley. Yeah.
Bill Callahan is
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
offensive line
Yes.
coach in the
Yeah.
NFL, and he is the Browns head coach.
Yes.
Or the Browns offensive line coach.
All right, before we get to our next game, the late slate, we want to talk to you about Muggsy Jeans, the most comfortable men's jeans ever made. It's Cyber Monday, and Muggsy is offering 20% off site-wide today only. This is their biggest sale of the year. You don't want to miss out. If you don't know about Muggsy Jeans, we've been wearing these jeans for years because they look like jeans but feel like sweatpants. Muggsy was started by a stoolie who was tired of being uncomfortable in his jeans. His goal was simple: reinvent men's jeans to look good and feel outrageously comfortable. After 5 years of working with industry experts, he perfected jeans for the common man. The magic is in Muggsy's proprietary denim, which is made from a bunch of high-tech materials that make these jeans mind-blowingly soft and flexible. Even better, Muggsy comes in a stylish fit that's not too baggy but not too tight, so you somehow look even better than you feel. Muggsy jeans are sweeping the Stoolie Nation for good reason. Take our word for it. Give Muggsy jeans a try, and you won't be able to wear any other jeans again. Muggsy's so confident you'll love their jeans. They do free shipping and returns, so your comfort is 100% guaranteed. Do your legs a favor. Head to Muggsy.com, that's MUGSY.com, to check out Muggsy's full lineup of ridiculously comfortable jeans and chinos. They even came out with all new joggers and loungewear. If you're all about that couch life right now, no matter what you get, your legs will thank you. Order today to take advantage of their 20% off site-wide Cyber Monday deal. I wear Muggsy jeans. That's all I wear. That's all I own. I cannot recommend it enough. Muggsy Jeans, MUGSY.com. Check them out, Muggsy Jeans. Check them out. Okay.
I'm hearing a report right now that Aaron Rodgers is back to doing his southern accent after the game.
Puke.
I don't know why he picked that up, where he picked that up
Gross.
from. If it's a Danica Patrick thing where he wanted to sound like a NASCAR driver for...
Gross.
Gave up the run.
Saints Broncos. Whew.
Yep.
Kendall Hinton, 1 for 9, 13 yards. That sucked. I don't know why the NFL did that to them. I don't know why we can move all these games. They don't move this game. That sucked. But here's something, and I don't want to be mean to Ryan Leaf. He has been on this show before. But Kendall Hinton, that wasn't the worst performance. Ryan Leaf had a game in 1998 where he went 1 for 15 for 4 yards.
And Kendall went, 1 for
9
for 13 yards. But he had more interception yards than passing yards. And he had twice as many interceptions as he did completions. He had 1 completion today.
This game was essentially, if you ever wondered, like, hey, what would it look like if Army and Navy played with NFL uniforms on? Well, this was the game for you.
It was kind of like that.
77 runs, and Taysom Hill was 9 for 16 for 78 yards. So less than 100 yards passing total and 77 runs.
Yeah, it was tough. And then Billy was saying that if we got into it, Billy, you were saying that you could do better than Hinton.
No,
which
I mean,
is not.
it's
not true.
No, if there was like a lot of under routes, check down.
Well, that's what's crazy? They didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. They came out and they just started bombing it. I don't understand why they didn't try to give him a bunch of, maybe because they thought, well, the defense is going to be all the way up anyway, but it was weird that they didn't give him some, like, bubble screens.
That's Pat Shurmur's offense. He was just like, you know what, we're going to do what we do.
Dude, even
on
the
this
pop
football
pass
team.
so he can get a completion
Just a
so it
ton of-
look like it.
Play action. I mean, Dukes, that the intern for Barstool Bets, he was saying, like, yeah, I was a play action quarterback in high school. So I was like, so you're just good at hitting wide open receivers in short
You
yardage?
burned them.
Yeah. So I was like, why didn't they do that type of stuff?
Well, because they didn't actually think that he was going to throw. He only threw it 9 times.
But, like, they could have, well, yeah.
They ran the Army off.
But, Billy, what
they
I'm
threw
saying-
it when they had to throw it.
So Billy thinks that he could complete a bunch of like screens, check downs, some crossing routes, some unders. The thing is, I think that
Even a dig.
I think that me and Big Cat could actually be a better NFL quarterback right now than you would right now. Because you are good enough to think that you can complete passes. Me and Big Cat would not even try to complete a pass.
No.
We would
I
just
would just
self-sack, just run backwards.
Yeah. I would just do shovel passes.
Maybe a pop pass here and there. I might punt.
I'd call
on
shovel. I
first
do the
down.
Matt Ryan did a 2-handed shovel pass today. I do that.
Can I say I did not appreciate the Tim Tebow slander? Oh, the Broncos have played before without a quarterback before.
Yeah, that's
All the big J's
that's
thought
true.
they were being clever.
Oh,
No,
who? Did
I
Siciliano make that joke?
I don't think so.
Probably.
Everybody made
I
that
saw
joke.
I saw a handful. Of
Everyone
people.
did.
Yeah.
You know, Elway thought about playing for a second.
Uh-huh.
He,
Well, they
like,
tried to get a coach to
coach,
play.
Phone call. Yeah,
They tried to get a
they
coach.
should have let their quality control wide receivers coach or whatever. They should have let him try to get in. Bortles, the bottom line is Blake Bortles should have been in a bubble this entire time.
Correct.
Like we suggested
He would have lit him
before
up.
the season even started.
Yes.
This is why you sign a Blake Bortles. Of course, if you have him in your facility, he's a social butterfly. Everybody loves him. He's going to be, if one person in your facility has COVID or tests positive, you know that Blake's going to get it because he's everyone's best friend.
It's not his
So
fault.
you need to just keep him isolated, keep him in a bubble. He would have gone out there and probably beat the Saints.
Yeah, this game was crazy though. I mean, it is nuts that they can move all these games and then the Broncos don't have a quarterback and they're like, "Yep, we're going to play under the rules.
Yeah.
we're going to play."
It is. It's insane that they are playing this game when they've backed up other games beforehand. And the NFL just needs to know that when it comes to like every quarterback being out, I know you have a protocol, and a protocol, as far as I know, is just a rule to limit things that dumb people think that you should do. But there should be an exception when your entire quarterback room is tested positive or they're being isolated, and you should be allowed to bring in a Swag Kelly for a game. Mm-hmm. You should be allowed to bring back a Tim Tebow to try
Yes,
to play.
Tim
Just give
Tebow.
us something that we want to see to make it more interesting than having Kendall Hinton go out there and just like, I mean, he wasn't even good enough to be a starting quarterback at Wake Forest.
No, dude, you know what they should actually do? They should have Eli Manning in a bubble for the entire year, and he's all-time quarterback. If you need him, he's there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Who wouldn't want to see Eli go back out there for one more game?
I would have loved it.
It'd be like, Eli, none of your bad stats count against you. All your good stats count. So, like, literally, pass completions count, incompletions don't, interceptions don't, touchdowns do.
I like before the game that the team Twitter account was like, let's go out there and have fun today, Broncos.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's crazy.
Real football guys
crazy.
don't enjoy having fun.
It's crazy.
You know what's fun? Making somebody else not have fun.
Yeah. So the Saints are also, though, like, you can't judge them off this game, but they are peaking at the right time. Taysom Hill is doing a good job in Drew Brees' absence. I have a stat for you, PFT. I hate to say this stat. Some people will say I'm being biased. Some people will say I have an axe to grind. This is just a stat, though.
Okay.
Statistics don't lie. Mm-hmm. Would you say that?
I'd say numbers never lie.
Numbers never lie. So my stat is simple. Drew Brees has missed 7 games in the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. The Saints are 7-0, but more importantly, they are 7-0 against the spread.
But the Saints don't lose against the spread in October.
Well, they are 7-0 against the spread without Drew Brees.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Seems like they're pretty good when Drew Brees isn't out there.
When he has a shoulder injury.
Ribs.
When he has a
all
shoulder
his
injury.
ribs. He just broke another rib.
Yep. Thoughts and prayers. Oh,
Just another one.
After the game, Vic Fangio said, I was disappointed on several levels that our QBs put us in that position, that our QBs put the league in that position. We count on them to be leaders of our team, the leaders of our offense, and those guys made a mistake.
Well, it was Jeff Driscoll who did this, right?
Jeff Driscoll, Drew Lock. Who else?
I mean, Blake.
No, it wasn't
his
Blake.
fault. It wasn't his fault.
Blake was doing his job.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. It was not his fault.
Oh, Rippin, that Rippin guy.
Yeah, Rippin.
That beat the Jets.
Way to go, Rippin. Fucking ruined it for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game. 49ers-Rams. Kyle Shanahan owns Sean McVay. 4 in a row against Sean McVay. Sweep this year when he's got no one to play. Kyle Shanahan is such a good fucking coach. Like, the fact that the 49ers actually could make the playoffs, and it's a long shot. They're 5-6, but Kyle Shanahan is such a goddamn good coach. Like, he has them ready to go, scheming them up. He's got a million injuries, a million different running backs, different quarterbacks, different secondary. Doesn't matter. They're competitive, and he owns Sean McVay.
Even when they're bad, they look good.
Yeah.
They look like they've got that spark there.
Yes.
So, yeah, Kyle Shanahan, great offensive coach, great. I mean, for some reason, his defense also plays exceedingly. It might be like complimentary football at times, but I thought, like, when Richard Sherman went to San Francisco, I thought, okay, he's going to be washed up, and he was, like, playing on that prove-it deal that he wrote for himself on the back of a napkin. Mm-hmm. But, like, even Richard Sherman has played pretty decently.
I actually wrote down Robert Saleh, like, now's the time that we start talking about him again. I know hiring defensive coordinators isn't cool anymore, but Robert Saleh, let me tell you something that is cool. He's on the top of my list of dudes that will headbutt one of his players after a big play while they're wearing their helmet.
Yep.
He's up there. He's a fucking jacked up type of guy.
He brings the energy. You know what he brings is he brings the juice.
He brings the juice. Bring your own guts.
So yeah, if you're
Dabo.
there will be a head coach or a general manager that looks to go the defensive route this offseason, and they should hire Saleh. I think that he's clearly the best defensive coordinator.
And I don't know what to make. Like, the Rams' offense, when it doesn't work, just falls apart. And then Aaron Donald, like, this is why Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald, is the Rams' offense was bad today, and then all in like the like a 2-minute stretch, Aaron Donald basically changes the game with a hit, forced fumble, touchdown, and then a sack on the next drive that leads to a touchdown. Like, that's why he's Aaron Donald. Like, he can actually just completely change a game in like 2 minutes from his position.
And when you have a great tackle blocking him, sometimes it looks like it's a tight end trying to block Aaron Donald. He's just a terrifying player to go one up against.
So I guess this was kind of not a to be expected, but it does make sense. Like, the Rams lost to a division opponent off of a big win. Do you think, like, is there any shine coming off the Rams as a dark horse they could contend in the NFC is so fucking wide open?
I think so I don't even look at this as that much of a knock against the Rams because
Sean McVay's owned by Kyle Shanahan.
The 49ers are a really well coached team, and they're 4-2 on the road.
Sean McVay's going to be so scared to just reply to any of Kyle Shanahan's texts or talk to him.
He's stealing something from me.
Yeah, maybe he's actually tapped you. He's got you tapped. He's got your house tapped. All right, finally, we'll get to Deion, and then we'll finish up with some football guy of the week and some baby Bron. Chiefs, Bucs, whoo boy, Patrick Mahomes, turns out he's pretty fucking good.
It's still the first quarter of that game right now. It lasted so long. Tyreek Hill had like 200 yards receiving in the first quarter. Could not be stopped. I think he had like 60 fantasy points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It was insane what they were doing. And Tony Romo started joking around saying that Tyreek Hill could have 1,000 yards receiving in a game. I actually think that Patrick Mahomes could throw for 1,000 yards over the course of a game. That might be a different conversation. But I actually think that it could be done.
Yes, I actually agree with you. I hate to do this to myself, but Patrick Mahomes had 359 yards passing in the first half. The Chicago Bears have had that once in a game since 2015.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
And he makes it look easy.
He makes it look so easy.
Big Cat, do you think that you could throw a football 1,000 yards during the course of an NFL game? So I'm saying, like, as this game is going on, you're out on a football field on your own. But you can only throw the football while the clock's running in the game.
Yes.
1,000 yards.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean. You could wait. Do you have to go get it? Or
yeah,
do you
yeah.
just have to throw it.
So you'd have to go. You'd throw the ball like 20 yards, then you'd jog up to the ball, get the ball, throw it 20 more yards, and keep going like that. So
yeah, dude. You're not doing the math
it.
right. That's 33 throws.
20 yards, 33 throws.
No, 30 yards. I can throw 30.
30
you
yards.
can throw farther than 20. 30 yards.
33 throws.
Yeah,
with the running.
Yeah, you absolutely could do that. Without a doubt.
You get so tired.
No, without a doubt.
Here's actually a crazy stat.
What are you talking about? That's like, how many game minutes are there in an NFL game?
There are 60.
No, I know, but like
Play
you're
60.
saying actually
while the
clock's running, or are you saying while there's action? Because you know how there's
there's 11 minutes. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about.
Okay,
11
that's
minutes
what you're talking about.
During plays.
Yes, I still could do it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
That would be an interesting test. Now, here's a fun stat. Do you know who has the most passing yards ever in an NFL game?
Bless you, Billy. Who?
Norm Van Brocklin.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sounded like broccoli.
In 1951, he had 554 yards.
That's the record?
It's crazy that record has not been broken in an NFL game. Yeah.
How is that the record? I thought someone had it. Really?
Yeah, they probably burned him at the stake after that game in 1951 as a witch. Well, it's probably he was playing against a bunch of white defensive backs, so it's probably really easy for him.
554 is the record. I never would have guessed that. That feels crazy. Matt Schaub had 527 yards.
1951. Alaska and Hawaii weren't even states, and that's when the NFL passing record.
Derek Carr has 513 yards.
I want to see tape from that game.
You break it down, all 22.
No,
yeah. What do you make of the Bucs though? Because they went 6-2, and now they're 1-3. And I'm not going to put it all on Antonio Brown, but they're 1-3 since they brought in Antonio Brown.
I mean, that's just a stat. Gronk looks good. Tom Brady, like it alternates plays for him sometimes. He can look like the worst quarterback in the league on one play, and then like a top 5 guy on the very next one.
Well, do you know it's Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians' offense, they throw picks. I don't know. It's crazy to me that you got Tom Brady. You have a championship window. You have all these guys. Why wouldn't you let Tom Brady just be Tom Brady? Just be like, Tom Brady, you run the offense. You know the offense. Let's stop going deep all the time. Just fucking, let's do it. Let's run the offense.
That would make a lot more sense.
Make a lot of sense. I'd feel a lot better about the Bucs' chances if that were the case, but it's not the case. Bruce Arians, like everyone who plays for Bruce Arians, throws interceptions. Mm-hmm. That's just how it goes.
Well, especially in year one, right? Year one is the interception year where you get it all out of your system.
So I don't trust the Bucs. It seems like they're running out of time to like figure it out. You know what I mean? Like one of those teams where you keep saying to yourself, "Oh, they'll figure it out. They'll get it together. They'll figure it out," and it's just not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I want to put one in Tyrann Mathieu's ear hole though.
Okay.
I love Tyrann Mathieu. I'm a big Honey Badger guy.
Okay.
He's one of the most electric players to watch on defense. Has a nose for the football. Mm-hmm. He had an interception today, and he slid instead of getting tackled by Tom Brady.
Ooh.
He slid at Tom Brady's feet.
Beta move.
I don't know if that was like showing respect for Tom Brady. It was the third quarter.
You can't do that. Yeah,
you got to try to truck stick Tom Brady.
You
for
have
the Honey
to.
Badger.
You have to.
There's no excuse for that.
And the Chiefs are starting to round into form at the perfect time. Are they going to go 15-1? Are they going to go 15-1?
Maybe.
Broncos win at Dolphins. Probably win. Ooh, Saints at Saints week 15.
Is Drew Brees going to be back for that one?
Game. Well, if he is, then the Saints will lose.
Yeah.
And if he isn't, good job.
I actually think that the Dolphins might beat him.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The Chiefs, the Chiefs are one of those teams now where, and it was weird. This game was actually weird because it felt like they were going to win by 100, and then they let the Bucs come all the way back in. Shout out to anyone who had Bucs plus 3.5. But the Chiefs do feel like a light switch team where they could be down and it's like, all right, let's flip it, and we'll win, and it will be good.
Always, because you can figure out a way to get Tyreek Hill the ball,
just throw it deep to him.
And then he just runs faster than everybody else.
Like that they threw for an ice. They iced the clock with a pass that never in your mind was in doubt.
Right.
Like that's the perfect play. They can do that. It's crazy to watch. They're playing a different sport.
And then after the game, we have to give an update on this because Tom Brady picks and chooses who he shakes hands with after the game.
Uh-oh.
He did shake Patrick Mahomes' hand, but I saw a tweet that said that he was not wearing a mask when he did so.
Uh-oh.
So Brady might be trying to get Mahomes sick, and he just respects Nick Foles so much that he doesn't want to risk transmitting into anything to him. That's why he
Jared
avoids
Goff.
him. And Jared Goff. That's why he sprints off the field instead of acknowledging him.
Yes.
But I do love those weekly updates on whether or not Tom Brady shook somebody's hand.
It's fantastic. All right, let's get to Deion. Before we get to Deion,
I believe Hank has an ad read for us.
I do, PFT. Thank you for that introduction. There's a new and, dare we say, more exciting way to masturbate.
Wait, a more exciting way to masturbate?
Yes, PFT. Introducing Trojan Tantrix, the new sex toy for the boys. While there might be countless euphemisms for masturbating, think buttering the corn, charming the snake, cuddling the kielbasa, etc., etc. Hammering the hank, letting the meat talk, beating the shit out of your meat. There's now a better way to masturbate with the new Trojan Tantrix, a handheld pleasure sheet that beats your bare hands.
It beats your bare hands. It beats something else, it sounds like.
Tantrix is designed to enhance the sensation of each stroke with textured ridges for max pleasure. Since it fits in your hand, you already know how to use it. You just have to do what you would normally do. You have full range of motion so you can adjust your grip and pressure to stimulate where you want, when you want. Use with a water-based lube, and you use Tantrix for solo pleasure to take pleasure into your own hands, or spice up the elusive hand job and use it with your partner.
I love that. Get everybody involved.
With Trojan Tantrix, there's a better way to do it, so head to Amazon, Walmart, or Walmart.com and make masturbation so much more.
I didn't think that it could be any better, Hank, but it sounds like it is. It's a great ad read, Hank.
Great ad read.
And now
Thank you,
Deion
guys.
Sanders.
Yeah. Okay, it is that time of the week. We have our good friend Coach Prime on the show. Week 12 in the books. A few things we got to talk about. So I'll go chronologically. The story from the early slate. What the fuck happened to the Raiders? And do you think that this is a derailment that's going to, they were the team that everyone said, watch out for the Raiders after they went toe-to-toe with the Chiefs, and they get punked by the Falcons. What do you make of that?
I didn't have enough guts to pick the Falcons, and I think I said that on the football show, but I really felt good about them. The Raiders' defense is hot garbage. I mean, hot garbage, like straight out the microwave. And you know that. One thing about the Falcons, they have an offense that's impeccable. They're pretty darn good. They can score on anybody. They just can't stop no darn body. And they had the advantage of a home game. And the Raiders are down the middle of the road. They're really not that good, but they put up a fight. They play hard every week. But defensively, they ain't going nowhere with that bull junk, man.
Well, they got Raheem Morris, and he's coached them to 4-2 down in Atlanta. Do you think that there's a chance that they keep Raheem around after the season's over as the full-time head coach?
Nope.
It's a good question, though.
I would love them to. If you went out, it's going to be a concern. You really got to make that decision. But I don't think they will. I would love them to because I think he's had experience. He got a raw deal there in Tampa, and he's a good guy. Guys like it.
The only reason I kind of agree with that, although I feel like he's definitely played himself or coached himself into consideration, but if you have an owner like Arthur Blank, your last hire was a defensive guy, you're probably going to go with an offensive guy because you're like, well, last time it didn't work out, so I'll just do the opposite of what I did before.
Well, they need a defensive guy. They do need a defensive guy. Or you need honestly, man, if they could somehow convince a guy like Rex Ryan to come out and take over the defense, they would be phenomenal.
Oh, I like that.
You need a real defensive mind to do something with that defense. That's the kind of guy that you need.
So one last note on this game, and we've had this disagreement before, but Derek Carr fumbled 3 times. He has small hands.
Really small
hands.
hands.
He has small hands.
You got to stop.
He has small hands.
He's got like kitten mittens.
You
They're
don't
just
care about
tiny
that?
little stubs.
We had this whole talk about small hands. First of all, what is a small hand? What is really a small hand?
Below 9 inches,
Is there
right?
a certain size
You
that
know
we say
it.
small hands, or does it the look of a small hand?
It's 9 inches or smaller. You know what small hands look like.
I've shaken a couple small hands before, but
Exactly.
I don't really know what a small hand looks like. I know what it feels like. I don't know what it looks like.
It's science,
But
though. It's
I
not
can't
like
say a quarterback can't throw and he's fumbling because he has a small hand. I've never heard that.
I do. Certain guys, like Aaron Rodgers, for example. Aaron Rodgers, he'll get hit, and the ball will just be stuck in his hand because he has big fucking hands. I do think
That's not true.
I think there's a little small part of it. No pun intended with the small, but Derek Carr been playing great this year, but in terms of ball security, and we'll have our stats guy pull up some stats for you, but in terms of ball security, that is an issue.
So do Carson Wentz have big hands? Because his ball security is hot garbage.
I don't know. Yeah, he just thinks Derek Carr has fumbled 60 times in his 104 games, 28 lost, 60
So what about Carson
times.
Wentz?
That's a lot of fumbles.
He's got a
what
small
about
brain.
Carson
That's
Wentz?
different. There are different parts of your body that can be small that adversely affect your ability to play football. But there is something like you think that for the last 50 years they've been looking at hand size just because they have no idea what they're doing.
a fetish? Do you think they got fetishes?
They might
got a hand
actually.
size
I've never
problem?
seen a
Addicted to
guy-
hand size?
I've never seen a guy not get drafted because of his hand size. I've never seen a guy not get drafted because he didn't run the 3-cone drill right. It's like some stupid stuff that they do at the combine. I've never seen a guy not get drafted because he couldn't bench 225 5 times. Never seen it. That's just some of the dumb stuff that they do in the NFL.
I agree with you. I do not think if a guy's good, who cares how big his hands are? But there is a concern with the fumbles, and that is directly correlated with his hand size. Whatever. I'm right. You're wrong. It's fine. Let's move on to a different game. What do you make of the Tennessee Titans tractor Cito? So we've been talking about it for years,
Wow.
but Derrick Henry gets better as the season goes along. Is there something to be said for a defense later in the season? Maybe it's November, December, your body's banged up. You just don't really want to tackle him the same way. Is there something about him getting better as the season goes on?
We just interviewed him on the segment I call Give Me 5. We just took 5 minutes from him this weekend, and he came on 21st and Prime. And this guy here, man, I think he's a phenomenon. I really think he is a treasure in the NFL that's underappreciated because he is as consistent as it comes. He's going to get 8 in the box. Everybody's going to be outside man-to-man, so he's making the whole team better. Receivers got to win. You got one-on-ones on the darn outside. But they are really doing it. But this team is so unpredictable. The defense is not as good as it was last year. So they're middle of the road. I did not pick them to win, but had I known Derrick Henry was going for $178, you cannot rush for 178 yards and lose. That don't even go together.
Mm-hmm.
He is unbelievable.
He
man.
does look like he's been running harder the last couple weeks. Like, I don't know if the defenses, like Big Cat says, are getting tired later on in the year, or if he just like finds that next gear as the weather gets a little bit colder. But like people don't want to tackle Derrick Henry anymore, and we saw the exact same thing last year. So I think it's probably going to continue.
Yeah, I think it will too. And I told him that had he and I played against each other, I would have formed tackle him.
Yeah,
you would not have.
You
said
that
business
before. You would,
yes, I would have.
You would have dove at his shoelaces, and he would have calmly
would've.
stepped over you like Allen Iverson over Tyronn Wood.
I really told him that he would have never done me like Josh Norman, because we would have never got in this situation.
But seriously, this is an honest question. Being in a locker room, I mean, you were on good teams, but no, maybe when you're on the Falcons, if you get to later in the season, is there a mentality? It's not talked about, but is there a mentality of like, fuck, I don't really want to tackle this guy anymore?
No,
we suck.
No. Only thing that was a phenomenon when I was with the Falcons, when we were hot garbage early in my career, we call it bowling. Okay, what bowling means is we want, you know how when somebody can't bowl, they put the rails up on the sides?
Yep.
So the ball can stay in bounds?
Yep.
So what we did, everybody stood on the edge of the field on the sidelines, was we didn't want nobody to go out of bounds because we wanted the game to be over as soon as possible, especially in the winter.
I like that.
I love that.
What about?
So we went bowling every game at the end.
Keep the clock running.
What about the Bills game? So the Buffalo Bills, they won, but they have an issue that they need to address at some point, which is they do not know how to defend against a Hail Mary. They gave up 2 catches on a Hail Mary today. One of them counted. The other was pass interference. And then obviously the DeAndre Hopkins from a couple weeks ago. As a defensive back, I mean, I probably shouldn't ask you this because I skied above you and caught a ball over your head a couple weeks ago. But what was your mentality? Well, there's film out there where you can watch if you want to. But what was your mentality in defending against like an end-of-game situation where it's a Hail Mary?
First of all, I made the defensive back coach put me in the back in the middle so I could get the ball, intercept, and run all the way back. I was not taking a knee. Second of all, if you got defensive backs that are not ball savvy, most defensive backs were bad receivers early on. What I would do, I would take the receivers and put them in the back 3 all the way across the goal line and let those guys who are normally known for catching the darn football go catch the darn football.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. That's the kind of coach you got right now at Jackson State.
I
think it's a decent strategy unless they do the thing that the Dolphins did, and then you're stuck in a situation where your tight end is now your free safety. Then you're kind of fucked.
I would not put Gronk, my tight end, back there. That's no reason.
All right, biggest game of Sunday, the Bucs and the Chiefs. What the hell do you do to stop Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill? That was insane. He had 13 catches, 269 yards, 3 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes had 300 yards in the first half. What do you do? What do you do to try to stop them?
Double it. You double it. Everybody else got to man up. You double it.
And then
you put somebody in his face, bump him, and double him. That's all you have to do.
So
double him, take him out of the game, and say he's not going to beat you. If anybody, let Travis Kelce beat you, man. It's a slow death that way. You don't want to have an expeditious death with this guy being you. And I feel sorry. You know, I'm a defensive back of defensive backs. 24. I don't even know his name right now, but I feel bad for him, man. Straight up. Like I guarantee you, his phone was ringing off the hook of blowing up with memes and everything because it was his birthday. We call it birthday. Like when I'm coaching right now and I coach the offense like I did last night. If I see a vulnerable cornerback, all I do is say birthday, rabbit. Birthday rabbit means we're going to blow him out like a candle to the right side. And that's what they get today. So they bless that kid, man. I feel bad for him.
Walk me through this from a defensive perspective because I always say, like, it's really easy to say, like, oh, wow, if you're playing against the Bucs, for example, you got to double-team Gronk, you got to double-team Mike Evans, you got to double-team Antonio. You have to double-team everybody. How many guys can you actually double-team during one single play?
2. We played the Vikings years ago when I was with the Cowboys. We had a double-double. You got to understand, they had Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and then he had Jake Reed. We double-doubled. Then I manned up Jake Reed alone, which was a great scheme. We lost, but it wasn't a defensive fault because we played an adequate game that week. But you could probably double up to 2 guys.
What's the stat line if you go one-on-one with Tyreek Hill?
I'm prime.
So does he catch? I mean, he's got to catch something. He's
No. You can't even ask me that. I'm prime.
He doesn't beat you deep.
No. I'm prime.
So 50 yards, no touchdowns.
I'm prime. I don't think you guys understand.
You would lock him
I
down.
got 2 jackets.
Tyreek Hill.
I got
zero
a blue
zero
college
catches,
jacket
0
in my
yards.
closet.
Yeah.
I got a red jacket for the NFL's 100, and I got a gold jacket for the Hall of Fame. You can't even ask me stuff like that. I'm prime. I got 3 jackets in the closet, and I didn't buy either of them.
So you never gave up a big game to anybody.
Ooh.
That was the big game.
What was the worst game you ever
That was
had?
the big game. Atlanta.
What was the worst stat line against you? I'm gonna look this up.
We didn't really go into stat lines that way. Like
We didn't
it wasn't
we didn't
like
keep track
back
of
then.
that. We didn't even look at it.
No, it wasn't like that back then.
Randy Moss never got you?
No, he never blessed me with a birthday. A lot of stat lines are deceptive, but like right now, they really have it where when you were one-on-one with that guy. I played against guys and they had 100, but they didn't have 100 when I was guarding them. Like a lot of times, like when we played against the Cowboys when I was with San Fran, when we played zone, I went to I played regular either side. We played man. I went to Harper and they doubled Mike because Alvin Harper used to eat them alive back in the day. So we doubled Mike. I took Harper, and Merton Hanks took Novacek, and it was over.
I'm reading right now. Jerry Rice did have his 225-yard 5-touchdown game against the Falcons.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't him.
Watched the whole film.
Wasn't him.
Matter of fact, I really felt bad because the other corner didn't want to switch. That's the Charles Demery game. I think Jerry scored 5 touchdowns that game.
Yeah, he did. That's basically what Tyreek Hill did today.
Oh, my God. It's sad. You want to call timeout for him and say, man, let me come over there and cover. No, I got it. No, you don't.
Were you mad at Jerry Rice when he didn't shake your hand before that play? Because you really put your arm out there.
No,
you were like, hey, dab me up.
Yeah, that was like boxers, like last night before the fight. And then, guys, I saw your commentary on the fight last night. Matter of fact, I cannot wait to get to that this week. Matter of fact, I need to come on your show. You need to come on ours because we got to talk about that fight.
Nate Robinson, oof.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
That was bad.
Was it worth it?
I'd say no. I would say no. Not worth it. Maybe
not.
It's fresh. Maybe it's too fresh.
Like my daughter's sitting here right now, my grown daughter. And I know for a fact that if it happened to me, she would not look at me the same.
No,
you can't.
Yeah, no, you can't do it. At some point, it's just not even worth it because even if he won, like, what's the upside? It's not as much as the downside. Yeah, you can't get knocked out.
But the like the way it ended, it's no way you could encourage your kid now and say, "Come on, son, you can't give up. You got to fight through it. Fight through it, Dad. Are you kidding me?"
That was bad. That was very, very bad. That was very, very bad.
I feel bad for him.
Yes.
Deion, you and I have a little bit of beef, too, because you came at me on Thanksgiving Day, the highest of holidays, as far as I'm concerned. You had an issue.
What did I do?
You had an issue with my macaroni and cheese, my old family recipe that I make, the mayo and breadcrumb mixture. You don't need cheese.
That was not macaroni and cheese.
It's just
that
strictly
was not
mayo.
macaroni and cheese.
Did you see how it turned out?
Macaroni and cheese.
Because it turned out pretty good.
It was garbage. It was almost white. The macaroni and cheese was almost white, and it wasn't in cheese. What was it?
It was macaroni, breadcrumbs, and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, yeah.
The Holy Trinity.
I guarantee you, as soon as you ate that, you were straight to the toilet.
What you didn't see, though, was the after pick. After I added 5 different types of cheese to it, Andy Reid style, and then baked a whole mess of mac and cheese.
You had a direct deposit to the toilet right after you made that.
Yep.
I was all plugged up.
All right, my last question for you, Deion. Back to that Bucs Chiefs game. At what point is it too late for the Bucs to kind of figure it out on offense? Because it just looks clunky and it looks like it's not can they at some point this season can Tom Brady walk into Bruce Arians' offense and be like, let me just do it. Let me run the thing that I did in New England. Like let's stop throwing it deep all the time. Let me be Tom Brady and it will win. Can he do that or is it too late?
I saw a statistic during that game today. You guys may have seen it also. Bruce Arians, the great quarterbacks he's coached in the first year, all of them had at least 15 picks. Mm-hmm. At least. I think 15 to 17 picks. So that's not good. That's not good management of an offense. He really needs to let Tom be Tom. Let him go out there and do his thing. I think they need to move Antonio in the slot they got to get Antonio more involved because he's a dog, man, and they're not using him right whatsoever. And put those other guys on the outside and just let them work. But Antonio's a game changer and a chain mover, man, and they're not. He is not nearly what he once were. They're using him incorrectly.
Yeah, I mean, it just the whole thing looks a little weird, and they have all the talent.
It does not look good.
Yeah.
And Tom doesn't look good. Where do Cam go from here? Last one. Where does Cam go?
I don't know,
but
yeah.
If you were Cam, would you go somewhere and be a backup? Because that's what he might have to do next year.
That's what I'm like. Do they reading? It's probably like 5 quarterbacks coming out of college. He probably is going to go in the first round this year. Some pretty good ones.
Yep.
But what do you do? Like what's going on right now? Do you do this over? Do you give him another shot?
I think if you're Cam, and it will be a blow to his ego because, he's an MVP, 4 years ago? I honestly think I would go to a great situation, kind of a Jameis in New Orleans. Now, obviously, Taysom Hill kind of has changed that because he ended up being the true backup. But go somewhere where it's a great situation. A team will have you, and if the starter gets hurt, you basically are walking into a championship level team.
You can't dress like that and come off the bench.
That's true. You do have to. Yes, you're right. You're right. That's a great point.
It's a whole change.
He needs to change his entire wardrobe if he comes off the bench.
Well,
I agree.
What situation might look like that across the NFL? Would it be like Atlanta, maybe?
None.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it'd be an interesting one. Is like a Sean McVay or
Atlanta.
Kyle Shanahan.
What about Atlanta? He's from Atlanta.
Yeah. That's basically why I said it. But then they do have an aging quarterback and a new coach. Who knows who that's going to be? But yeah, like Kyle Shanahan would be an interesting one.
Go somewhere where the coaching, it's a system that you'll have success in. Everyone just picked the Packers, by the way, on NBC. So I'm happy about that.
That's great.
Let's go. All right. Well, Deion, thank you as always. You look great in that hat. He's wearing a Peaky Blinders hat. You look swaggy.
I'm going to wear one Thursday too.
So
I appreciate you guys.
Tyreek Hill would have 3 touchdowns against you. Tyreek Hill 3 touchdowns against you.
I'm prime.
Okay. See ya. See ya. Okay, let's wrap up the show. We got Football Guy of the Week presented by Phillips & Rocco. One blade, the only tool that can trim, edge, and shave any length of hair. It's November, and that means gift-giving season is coming up, which makes now a perfect time to pick up a specifically marked one-blade Barstool pack nationwide where you could win up to $1,000 to the Barstool store. Make sure if you already have your Barstool one blade that you head to the Barstool store, use your credit, and also keep tweeting us your funniest game day facial or body hair looks to @PardonMyTake using Trim It to win it for a chance to win a special PMT experience. Your style made simple. Phillips & Rocco, one blade. All right, Football Guy of the Week, Jake, presented by Phillips & Rocco.
So we've got 4 nominees. First off, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. This was late last week, but we couldn't include him last week because it came out on Monday.
Yeah.
He pulled out a sledgehammer during Saturday night's team meeting and smashed watermelons like Gallagher to emphasize their objectives.
And he smashed his own brain after that with that shitty fake punt that he called.
Oh, man.
Well, it worked because this is for the Vikings.
Yeah, it was a Vikings game.
So that's first. Next, we have 2 football gals of the week.
Gals can be guys.
Yes, you clipped this one. The niece of ESPN reporter Shelley Smith.
This is awesome.
She told the story that her niece once wore her Ducks jacket to a game versus Oregon State and got hit in the head with a chunk of ice. But it didn't knock her out. It knocked her silly.
All right, let's put this in. Put this clip in.
Really is one of the nastiest rivalries in all of college football. And how do I know? Because I've been to a bunch of them. Once I was here with my niece Vanessa, who was wearing her Ducks jacket. She got hit in the head with a chunk of ice. It didn't knock her out, but it knocked her silly.
That was one of the most ridiculous clips ever. I was watching the game live, and I was so confused when she said this because it's a national broadcast, and she's like, hey, funny little anecdote. My niece got hit with some ice.
Yeah. And now she's insane.
And that's the rivalry.
I wrote it in the blog. If you could do Mad Libs for what she was going to say next, I don't think you would ever guess.
And the whole look, she was like, the game was crazy because it was a fog game, couldn't see shit. The announcers were literally like, and he goes back to pass. Wait, maybe he didn't pass. Like they were saying
they didn't know
shit.
The play action was fucking everybody up.
Yeah, and she was all bundled up.
Shelley Smith, she looked like an ant. She is like, that story is the embodiment of, oh, my crazy aunt did something weird. But in this case, it's like she went on TV and told a story about me getting hit in the face with a bunch of ice.
It was very, very funny.
Next, we have probably with the biggest story this week in sports. Vanderbilt kicker Sarah Fuller, who became the first
Coach
woman
killer.
to play in a Power
Coach
5
killer.
college football game.
Coach,
I mean, is
got her
it-
coach fired after
Is it
the game.
wrong to say that?
I'm-
She played one game.
Yeah.
Derek Mason got fired.
Yeah.
Coach
And
killer.
PFT Squib Kick Twitter really came out in full force. In this
Squib
one.
kick was, but yeah, it was a squib kick. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know like what the process of seeing what she was able to do and where the kick was going to go, how
Yeah,
the like
it was a squib.
game plan went on. But it was a squib, and I think she hit it where they were telling her to hit it.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see her try a field goal, but
Right.
just stinks that
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt is so incompetent.
They got
that
across midfield a few times.
Did they?
but- Yeah, they did.
like
Barely,
once.
yeah.
To the 40
That is so
35.
Vanderbilt to be like, hey, we're going to break this barrier, and we're never going to get in a field goal range.
Yep.
Lastly, you mentioned Robert Saleh earlier. He said he wakes up in the morning on Thanksgiving and eats pumpkin pie as his appetizer.
Ooh.
Pie for breakfast.
Does it
I
work out?
don't know if I'd hire that guy. Real football guys don't even know that it's Thanksgiving. There's like, it's just another day.
Would Will Muschamp say Thanksgiving is a meal?
Yeah,
Not
my
a full
wife
day.
makes me come home one day a year, Thanksgiving.
Jake, did you do the burn of the ships one?
No, we had Tom Allen on a few weeks ago.
Wait,
What?
who burned the ships?
No, dude. No, listen to this one. I'm just gonna add one because this is actually sick.
Okay.
So there was a football coach in Western Boone in the middle of Indiana. His name's Justin Pulley. And in order to motivate his players, he told them the story of Cortez, who, he's a terrible guy, who
Canceled.
he's canceled. Listen to Cortez the Killer by Neil Young, who burned his ships to motivate his men to fight harder. And what the guy did to motivate
what's
his team
name?
to win.
What's his name? Dave Portnoy?
No, he bought a ship and burnt it on the lawn in front of the high school. He bought
it.
a full boat and lit it on fire, bonfire, to motivate his players to win that week.
Are you sure this is real?
Yeah, no, look, dude, look the picture.
Yeah, he bought
Wait, so-
he bought a speedboat and then
Blew it up.
Blew it
shot
up?
a flare gun
didn't-
into
And
it.
Jake, you missed this?
I mean, I didn't
Jake,
see it on
this-
Twitter.
Billy.
Dude,
Uh-oh.
who gives a fuck about pumpkin pie? He's burning a ship.
Wow. This
I
is...
don't know about the validity
What?
of that.
So,
Billy, in between you doing your other podcast and this show, where'd you find the time to bring up?
yeah,
the football
Billy, you're
guys
trying
there?
to cuck me, but you don't even do the sheets for them.
Oh, but Jake,
This on Twitter. I tagged you this on Twitter.
Jake, it is a fair question. Do you think maybe a little too much time college basketball? A little too much time bench mob? Go subscribe.
I
to
do love the
Mob.
Bench Mob
Jake's-
podcast.
Go subscribe. Our darling
You're trying to
Jake,
get me to crack.
our darling Jake does a new podcast that he cares about more than this.
This is my priority. If you tell me to quit and do this full time,
I would
I'm
never. No, go
love to.
subscribe. Our good
Yes.
friends Rico Bosco and Marty Mush.
I think it's the number one college basketball podcast in the country.
I saw a sign outside DJs that was.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yes.
yeah, go
You
subscribe.
guys should not question my loyalty.
While you were out, Billy, while you were out of this actual studio, I don't know what you're doing. You were probably doing the bench mob. It's okay. Billy was like, "Can I start doing football guy of the week?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." And then he's like, "No, actually, no. I got finals now." It was he took
It was
he
literally
took,
less than a second.
he took control of football guy of the week for a second.
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, "Nah, I don't want to do it." Nah.
No, well, I was just saying, no, this is pretty cool. Because, like, the point of the ship was that they couldn't go home, so they'd fight and play harder.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we got that part.
So do you think we should burn?
That's just so
We know.
I don't know. Burning ships is, I think, pretty cool.
Billy, I'm searching the name Justin Pulley on Twitter.
He's a high
I don't
school
know if it's a
coach.
real. It doesn't matter. You would think it would make headlines.
Where'd you find it, Billy? Did you burn the ships? Did you burn a ship in front of your barn?
Someone just emailed.
I saw it. I saw it too.
Is someone pranking Billy? That would be
this is
all
real.
time.
Just-
Start sending
just some
fake
dude
football
bought
guy of the week
Dan-
stories to
Dan
Billy.
Listinsky.
Yeah, start sending fake.
That's a fake name.
This would be
Yeah.
so. Oh God.
I'm gonna have Billy's back on this one.
Okay.
That's pretty sick.
I think there was
Had
just a
whole-
boat fire, and the guy was like, "I did this to motivate."
Yeah, it was
Well,
a
it's
jo-
like
yeah.
burning
Then he got
ships.
his insurance
Oh,
money.
that's pretty motivational.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, Jake.
I found it.
Yeah. And how'd you miss it?
At Billy Hot Takes, check what this Indiana football coach did to motivate his team before their championship game. They adopted the motto "Burn the ships," alluding to Cortez.
Who tweeted it at him?
How
Justin Pulley.
No, some guy, Dano Coach 26.
All right.
It has 100 likes. And
So
4
throw him
retweets.
in take Mike McCarthy out because it's a week old.
I do like the fact that this football coach bought like an extra ship, like a vacation boat, and then lit that on fire to symbolize.
We'll try to get him on. If he wins, we'll get him on.
There's no turning back now, boys.
Billy, get him
boats in Indiana, like for
there's no water.
There's no water. Where do you get a boat?
Yeah.
So he's burning a boat in the middle.
There's the canal.
Lakes don't exist, Billy. Oh, you forgot about lakes.
What are there lakes in Indiana?
No, they're actually not. It's just a bunch of milk.
I thought it was just cornfields.
Pools.
Yeah, people. Yeah, they have above ground pools filled with
like
whole milk.
North, right?
And when they break open, they just kind of become a natural.
Indiana's
lake.
not bordering any Finger Lakes. I'm pretty sure about that.
Finger Lakes.
I mean, not Finger Lakes, Great Lakes.
Any lake can be a Finger Lake.
Yeah, actually, it does
camp.
touch. It does touch Lake Michigan.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, when you round.
Oh, it's the little part next to Chicago, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Like Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
How many lakes in Indiana? 86.
Well, it's not Atlanta.
It's actually not that many lakes.
That's not that many.
That's not that
and
many.
And they could
lakes.
be large ponds.
Yeah, no, that's not that many lakes, but it is a significant. I mean, there are lakes. All right, so vote.
Jake, don't beat you. No,
vote for football guy of the week. Vote for football guy of the week. We're gonna add that one in. Jake is very distraught now. It's okay.
I feel bad.
I'm totally fine.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Jake, we love you.
We love you.
Totally
Jake.
fine.
You can do your little podcast.
You're a good son.
Bench Mob, go subscribe. We love that podcast. All right, vote for Phillips Norelco, One Blade, football guy of the week. All right, let's do Baby Bron, and then we'll get out of here with who's back of the week. Baby Bron of the week, Hank.
Can I combine mine?
Dude, is LeBron?
You can do whatever you want.
Is this the first time? Can I have a question real quick before we do Baby Bron?
Yes, I think the answer is yes.
Is this the first time he's ever watched sports?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, is he doing this on like he's
No, he's just Baby Broning everyone.
I know, I think he's a listener.
Big Cat, this is the summer of Bron right now.
Baby Bron, but he's watching every sport.
Yeah, because this is his little vacation away from playing basketball. So he's just hanging out on his couch getting drunk every day.
Yeah.
He's drinking his tequila, watching TV. It actually sounds like he's probably having a great time. But he's just amazed by everything that he sees.
Yeah. It was, I mean, everything that he sees blows his mind.
So
he's like someone who's high.
Yeah, he might be microdosing.
Well, he's on his new tequila. He's just shit-faced all the time, which I guess is nothing new for him.
Yeah.
He is my Baby Bron of the week, though. He's been tweeting out old clips of himself, kind of like, doing the letter to me on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, I like that, Hank.
But he's been tweeting, there's been clips of him in high school and stuff that he's like quote tweeting and being like, oh, man. This is crazy. Strive for greatness, young king, blah, 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 blah.
Telling himself, from future advice from adult LeBron to
he's Baby Broning
Baby Bron.
Yeah. And he Baby Broned Baby Bron. LeBron James Jr.
Oh, yeah, bro.
He Instagrammed, pictures of them working out and stuff.
That was going to be my Baby Bron, would be Bronny. Bronny's my Baby Bron of the week.
I just did that.
No, but you did LeBron James as a young Bron.
He just did Baby
You said
Bron.
young Bron was Bron Baby of the week.
Bron.
I'm saying that Bron is Baby Bron of the week. Mm-hmm. And also, fine.
I always pronounce Bronny as Brony.
Brony?
Yeah,
like My Little Pony? Like the guys that fuck My Little Ponies?
Yeah, it's Brony James.
It might be.
I don't know. It just makes me laugh. I always read it that way.
My other Baby Bron of the week.
Imagine Bron just is like, he's an undercover Brony.
He probably
just wants
is.
to fuck the My Little Pony, so he named his kid Brony.
I heard that LeBron James makes all the free agents that they sign wear tails underneath their
I heard that
uniforms.
too. Yep.
Hank has a much bigger email.
Wait, what's that, Billy?
Hank has a bigger what?
A bigger what?
Hank
has a
very
bigger what?
detailed email.
Oh, yeah. Is that what they're
From
calling
the guy.
it?
From the guy.
A really detailed email with pictures and
off
stuff.
on me?
All right, wait. Do you have another Baby Bron?
I was going to say my other Baby Bron of the week was Joe Biden's dog Scout.
Oh, yeah. Crossing him up.
He's out here breaking ankles,
Yeah, he
snatching
crossed him
ankles on Joe Biden.
Unreal.
Had to go to the hospital. He's got a foot injury, which can be, Klay Thompson,
Deadly.
myself, a lot of people will tell you foot injuries are very bad.
Well,
very
he's lucky
dangerous.
that dog didn't bite him.
Yep.
All right, my Baby Bron of the week is Jarrett Patterson. Buffalo running back had 8 touchdowns, like 400-plus yards, 409 yards. I don't know how his coach pulled him. Unreal move. Mm-hmm. He actually said after he apologized to him.
He just didn't know.
He didn't know. But someone has to tell him.
Yeah, so this is what always amazes me about NFL sidelines and college football sidelines. They don't have a guy that's on the sideline watching TV.
Or just watching Twitter.
You should be on the sideline watching television and scrolling Twitter in a lazy boy Just to let your coach know about important situations like this, where, hey, this guy could set all kinds of records if you just give him the ball one more time.
Could you imagine if you had like a Twitter watcher on your sideline?
There should be.
They just walked up to Matt Nagy and was like, hey, buddy, it's not going well.
I mean,
I'm going to shoot you straight. It is not going well.
Uh-huh.
Here, you're trending.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam Gase is trending.
Walks
People
up
are
to
saying
Matt
it's
Patricia.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you just look. Everyone's just saying that you look disheveled.
By the way, Matt Patricia getting fired just totally under the radar. Like fire him after on a college football Saturday after Thanksgiving before Sunday.
Well, it was in the fourth quarter of Michigan Penn State.
Right. It literally like that's the best time to be fired. You could very well wake up tomorrow morning and not realize that Matt Patricia was fired until we just said it.
Oh, he was definitely fired.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're spending you're having a little mini break. You're watching college football. You're waiting for NFL. NFL happens, so he's not going to lead on Monday. Like no one's going to be talking about it. Matt Patricia was fired.
There will never be anybody who is going to be more unemployed than Matt Patricia is going to be in the next couple months. He's going to be the most employed guy of all time. Just like sweatpants all the time. He probably won't put on a shirt. Definitely not one with buttons on it. His beard is going to grow out.
What do they do with all the gear?
He's going to look like a walking Geely suit.
What do they do with all the gear?
Oh, he's probably been hoarding that for a while. He knew that this day would come.
That would suck though to like have to wear it. Like, do you rid your closet of all the gear?
Matt Patricia is still absolutely going to wear it because that's
yeah.
his free stuff that he got.
Yeah.
He's got just like a desk filled with pencils that he's been squirreling away for the last 2 years. And then just a walk-in closet of Lions jumpsuits.
Yeah. All right, so Jarrett Patterson is my baby Bron of the week. Billy, do you have one?
Yes, my baby Bron of the week, and LeBron would totally do this, but baby Bron Mike Tyson. Because Mike Tyson showed out.
He said he was high during the fight, though.
Yeah. And then,
but he's older than LeBron.
Yeah, but
I know, but LeBron would totally be like, yo, Mike Tyson, my baby Bron.
No, you don't understand baby Bron.
I get it. I get it, but
I think he might do that.
But LeBron would be like, "Yo, baby Bron, Mike Tyson."
He would only. You have to understand.
Why would he say that for someone that's older than him?
Yeah, no,
that's the thing. It's like because LeBron would be like, "I'm LeBron."
Baby Bron is specifically for up and coming athletes who their greatness reminds LeBron of LeBron.
Yes, but that's the thing. He would.
Someone
totally
does something awesome, and LeBron goes, "Oh, you know who else is awesome? Me, LeBron."
Exactly, like Mike Tyson.
But Mike Tyson fought a draw for a pay-per-view that was totally forgettable.
And he was in his prime when LeBron was like 12.
So
exactly. So
I agree that
you get what I'm saying.
I agree, Billy, that LeBron might have done that.
It's not a who's back.
LeBron might have done that
if
Mike Tyson went out there and beat the shit out of him.
But he did. Roy Jordan Jr.
No,
was
but
like,
no, he didn't. It was a draw. It was a draw.
Mike Tyson was like, I want to do it again. Roy Jordan Jr. was like,
we go by the judges.
Dude, I'm scared.
Roy Jew?
I have a baby Bron of the week.
Okay,
thank you, Jake.
Who's your baby Bron?
Jake, go ahead.
Do you have a real
Notre
one?
Dame running back Kyron Williams.
Oh.
I see you hit him with the silencer to close out the game.
Yes, that is a
Good
great
call,
baby
Jake.
Bron.
Reminds me of me.
Yeah, hit him with the silencer.
It would be totally LeBron to baby Bron, Mike Tyson.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes,
that
it
makes
would.
no sense.
It's baby Bron of the week, not theoretical.
Yeah.
Baby Bron of the week.
It's not Billy forgot to do this. So
I
he's just
did this.
making
I
up.
wrote it down.
Yeah.
I prepped this.
All right.
I thought it would be funny.
Who's back of the week?
It
Billy,
wasn't.
redeem
All right,
yourself.
wait. Before we do who's back, PFT, you had a real quick word from our friends Screwball.
Yeah, but actually, this is another who's back of the week is Screwball Whiskey because I drank some Screwball Whiskey over the Thanksgiving holiday.
Same.
Screwball Whiskey. Did you, Hank?
Mm-hmm.
You like the peanut butter stuff?
Yeah.
Screwball Whiskey
On the
is
rocks.
delicious. The holidays are looking a little different, so why not mix up your go-to drink for a cocktail as well? And a great way to do that is with Screwball Whiskey. It's Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. You can have it neat on the rocks or in your classic cocktail. So if you're doing an old-fashioned, why not try a peanut butter whiskey? Go with Screwball. Mix up a little bit. Tastes delicious. It won't fill you up. That's the best part about sipping on whiskey. Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey is the ultimate duo of two American favorites, American whiskey and peanut butter flavor. The end result, you get a whiskey that sips different. It's got a warm and welcoming aroma. It's got a deliciously sweet meets savory palate, and then it's got a light and smooth finish at the end. Screwball tastes amazing all by itself, and it's 70 proof. You can enjoy it neat on the rocks or as a shot. It's actually a very smooth shot to take. If you're looking for a go-to at like a holiday party, a get-together amongst friends, you want to drink something that isn't going to sting too much, but it's still going to get you nice and liquored up, 70 proof, why not go for Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey? If you're making cocktails, you can replace your usual whiskey with Screwball, get a whole new experience. You can take a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. This is actually my favorite to do. People don't combine liquor with dessert enough in America. You can take a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and then you can pour Screwball cinnamon whiskey or Screwball peanut butter whiskey over it for the ultimate indulgence. It's easy. It's awesome. It'd be great for date night. You could add it to coffee, hot chocolate, or eggnog for a festive treat. A little Irish coffee with some peanut butter whiskey. Great way to start the day. The creator Stephen Yang first fell in love with the taste of peanut butter when he came to America from Cambodia. For him, it was the taste of freedom. He was a restaurateur, so he explored the flavor combination as a shot in a San Diego restaurant. Became wildly popular, so he decided to bottle the first peanut butter whiskey and dedicate it to his hometown, a small San Diego community known for its colorful mix of misfits, black sheeps, and screwballs. So it's Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey, the original and most awarded peanut butter whiskey. It's now available near you. Pick up Screwball at your local store. Get it delivered today. Get screwed. Go to screwballwhiskey.com for more info. Click on Buy Now. Drink responsibly. Advertisement by Screwball Spirits, LLC, San Diego, California. Whiskey with natural flavors. 35% alcohol by volume.
All right. Who's back of the week to end the show? Hank.
My who's back of the week is smoking dope / getting lit before games and sporting events.
Wow.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Tyson, after his exhibition that was a draw that he did not win, he confirmed to reporters that he was high as shit during the fight. Apparently that's something he used to do. Like he would just, smoke weed and fight. Mm-hmm. And Marshawn Lynch came out and did an interview and said he used to take shots of Hennessy before every game.
Love it.
I'm always amazed by any athlete that can do anything while they're high.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it is the most, it's crazy to me that you can go out there and box while you're stoned. When I'm stoned, I just want to sit on my ass and replay the events of times that were either really awesome or really bad in my own head.
Mm-hmm. Even it's basically it's an esport, so it's basically a sport. But sometimes I'll smoke and play Call of Duty, and I'm not as good either.
Yeah, that's true.
You think
the gulag.
Yeah, you think it's chill out. You're gonna be,
it is technically a stimulant.
You're gonna be great.
Marijuana
and it just doesn't work like
speeds
that.
up your heart rate.
Marijuana is not a stimulant.
It speeds up your heart rate.
Jay, can you look that up?
Yeah, does
marijuana.
Look that up.
Marijuana
is
Billy
not,
feels
no.
real
Actually, I went to freaking drug classes.
Oh,
yeah.
Why?
Right,
No, in school they don't do
why?
drugs,
Yeah.
kids.
It's called
marijuana.
probation.
Yeah,
dude.
No,
Billy, just because you take a drug test doesn't mean that it's cool.
They got some guy just tweeted at me.
Exact question.
Is marijuana a stimulant or a
And he said,
depressant?
make sure to remind Big Cat he put the biggest jinx in Northwestern this weekend.
Yeah, no, I did. Whoops.
Yeah.
Might have gotten the boys a little too pumped up.
Yeah.
Whoops.
we had a
Sorry,
tough week.
Ravel.
We had a tough week as a dean of the College of Medill.
Yeah.
Speaking of stealing football guys, Ravel was
What?
just tried to self-nominate someone.
Who? What?
Ravel.
What do you mean?
He tweeted out as big of a football guy as there is, and is Michigan State's guy with the fun name.
Oh, fuck him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He had a fun name. Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He looked like Draco Malfoy on Michigan State.
Drake.
I did get high on Friday, and I peed, and I got it all into the toilet, and I felt like I was a fucking sniper. No, I mean I nailed it, all into the water.
Let me.
Yeah, that's called jizz.
No,
marijuana has a stimulant effect.
As a result, we can be classified as a depressant, stimulant, or hallucinogen.
Oh,
so we're all right.
Maryland.
So all the above.
Depends if it's a sativa or an indica.
It depends if you're smoking mids like Billy.
If it's
I don't
Ghost
do weed.
Dog,
I legit don't
if it's
smoke
Ghost
weed.
Dog, that shit is a stimulant. If it's Purple Rainberry, Rainbow Kush, that shit is a downer.
If it's Afghan,
Honestly,
that's the hallucinogen.
Yeah,
Just anything you do, you should do in moderation.
yeah.
Especially moderation.
Because
My
responsibility.
Weed's
who's
a
back-
stimulant until Billy comes around. Then it's a downer.
Yeah, until a narc is in your house. My who's back of the week is short shorts in college basketball.
Oh yeah.
We've been calling that. I think we said 3 years ago that they were starting to come back.
Mm-hmm.
They're fully back now. There was one dude on Indiana that started to bring it back a couple years ago.
Yep.
Now it's
James
40
Wiseman was a short shorts guy.
He was for 3 games.
Yeah.
Now there's probably 40% of college basketball players are rocking short shorts.
It actually makes sense. Athletically speaking, it makes sense.
If you're playing a sport where you have to dribble between your legs
and also
occasionally
get low
and run,
yeah,
and not get grabbed onto, I've been saying for years, short shorts make more sense in basketball, and they're cool. I think they look cool.
Yes.
My other who's back of the week is journalism fights. So Florio and
Jake and
Schefter.
Billy.
Yeah,
Going
Jake and
at
Billy,
it.
first of all. Florio and Schefter had an old-fashioned source-off on Thanksgiving night. The funny thing was, what they were arguing about was like the smallest detail possible over when the Ravens would be allowed to go back into the facility to practice.
Naturally.
And Schefter was like, sources inside the building say that they're not going back until Monday. And then Florio was like, that's what the Ravens think, but it's not their call to make, Schefter. And then Schefter started quote tweeting him. And now Florio won't let go of it. So he keeps, as more information comes out, he keeps quote tweet dunking on Schefter and doing the eyeballs.
Love it.
So I think technically Mike Florio was correct to say that the NFL was going to make the call as to when they go back into the facility. But Schefter was also still correct that they wouldn't be going back into the facility until Monday, which is what Harbaugh was telling him.
You guys think the game's going to happen Tuesday?
Hank, I know that you don't want it to.
No, I do. I do, actually. Not that anyone cares, but I have Pittsburgh defense for fantasy, and I need them to win.
Oh, so that's more important than the Patriots?
What do you mean?
Well, that's why you didn't want the game to happen.
True.
Patriots fans.
Hank, you just want everybody to be safe, right?
Yeah.
If there's somebody who's sick,
it's a pandemic, bro.
No, the NFL doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, obviously. All right, my who's back of the week. What?
I was going to say, you were saying earlier that Harbaugh, if he does get fired from Michigan, should coach the Detroit Lions.
Yes, it's his only way to keep his legacy, like to restore his legacy in the state of Detroit, in Michigan.
What about this? What if all the Harbaughs went together?
Yeah,
and coached the Detroit Lions like as a unit,
throwing Tom Crean,
like a family.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty sweet.
Do it. What do you say, Billy?
My who's back?
No, my who's back is Magic Johnson tweeting things 24 hours later. So the big fight happened on Saturday night, and then he tweeted during the Packers-Bears game praying for Nate Robinson. And we all actually thought Nate Robinson had went to the hospital and something really bad happened. And then I looked at Magic's Twitter and I realized that no, he's just replaying the fight tonight, 24 hours later, because the tweet before was last night I watched the fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. And then started giving his MVPs, which was everyone. Everyone won the MVP.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to do every now and again to just knowing what Nate's going through. Just periodically tweet out praying for Nate Robinson. He's going to need that over the next couple years.
Dude, his sneakers were cool.
They were.
That was all I had.
Billy, we want you to beat up which Paul?
Jake.
He's tiny. Can we have you beat up Jake Paul?
I will fuck up Jake Paul 100%. He's small. I need some time to actually learn how to box.
Dude,
but
he's
a fraud.
He will legit.
He's not 6'1".
Own your fucking life.
Jake Paul.
Is this the guy who beat up Nate Robinson last night?
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
He will fuck you up.
He's 5'7" at the tallest.
Okay.
I looked at a picture of him next to Dave Portnoy, and they were the exact same height.
Dude, how tall is Nate Robinson?
How tall is Dave?
I've walked around. He's just as tall as PFT.
How tall is PFT?
5.
Nate Robinson's 5'9".
Depends on the shoe wear.
Right.
But I want to fight Jake Paul. 100%. I know Jake Paul would probably never
Jake
fight
Paul's
me.
height is listed as 6'1".
So Billy,
he's not actually 6'1".
So this is where we get into the genius of Billy's mind, because Billy thinks that if he can prove that Jake Paul is shorter, like a smaller creature than Billy is, that means that nature dictates that Billy can defeat him.
My reach on him, I was watching the fight. Nate Robinson couldn't get close to him. I have a bigger reach than Jake Paul. I would totally be able to pick him out from the outside. Just saying, I know it would probably never happen because who the hell am I to try to fight Jake Paul? But I was thinking about it. I was like, I could fucking fight Jake Paul.
I think we should market you as a long lost Paul brother that got cut out of the entire family estate, and now you're coming in from the darkness. The bastard son, the black sheep coming in to take what's rightfully yours.
Boom,
you're the Jon Snow of this.
Exactly. Anyway,
so
I would totally fight Jake.
What was your who's back?
My who's back of the week is the holiday season.
Oh.
And what better way to celebrate the holiday season than buy gifts for your friends and family?
Oh.
Go to store.barstoolsports.com to pick up gifts that would be great for the whole family, such as Pardon My Flakes or this Pardon My Take hat, which is back in stock on Monday, which is when this is airing, as well as this football guy sweatshirt. Go to store.barstoolsports.com to get your merch today.
That was great, Billy. Really that was lovely.
Why are you giving me that face, Hank? We're doing Secret Santa.
12.
8.
69.
Jake, do you have a who's back?
18. Yeah, I do have who's
Big
back.
Cat, why would you cut Jake off like the back of the cereal
It's all right. Cereal box. It's the theme this week, I guess.
Also, he's got bench mob, so he's probably done who's back there.
My who's back, but in his eyes, not for long, is Dickie V.
Oh yeah,
because
that
he
was
said
fucked up. He said he was gonna die.
Yeah,
he's definitely
he's thinking about it a lot.
Yeah,
It's
Dickie
interesting.
V is definitely one of those dudes who, like, if they canceled March Madness again this year, he'll just be floating in his pool.
I believe he's on the call for one of the Champions Classic games
down,
Tuesday.
face down.
so-
Yeah, Dead.
Oh, it's the Grim Reaper, baby.
Yeah.
dead, just dead as dead could be.
18.
All right, what's your numbers?
This guy's real PT.
so-
Guys, I think someone's gonna get it right now.
Billy mentioned the Cyber Monday gift cards or discount. I logged all the AWLs who responded with proof, and they picked a number, so I'll shout them out if they get this.
Oh,
I counted only 51 of the 100 numbers in there were picked by people,
Okay.
though.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a 50-50 shot. Someone gets it right.
all right. I'll go
Eight.
with
69.
34.
Bubba has 87.
18.
69. Let's go.
Oh,
39. Damn it! I thought I had it.
Danny Woodhead.
39. Shout out to Justin Broxmeyer.
Oh,
You got it.
He got it.
AWL
Fuck yeah,
who
Justin.
participated
Great
in the
job.
Way to
Cyber
go.
Monday deal and guessed it, Justin Broxmeyer.
All right, dude. If you need a job, come. We probably need a new intern.
Maybe 2. Love you guys.
military dogs can get purple paws like Purple Hearts, but for dogs.
That's really cute.
Would you fucking read that off a popsicle stick?
No, I've started to write down a list. Okay, that's
Let me see the
That's
list.
you know what that is? That's a Snapple fact.
Let me see the list.
No,
real quick.
it's not a
Hey,
Snapple
keep it
fact.
rolling.
It's
Let
a
me see the
Snapple
list.
fact.
that's,
Let me see the list.
don't
That
take my
is
list.
I'm not
This
gonna
is
leave.
for like the next 3
I
weeks.
know. I'm not gonna take your list.
You're
Let me
gonna
read
read
it.
my
I'm
list.
not.
You're gonna read my list.
I'm not. Let me read
You're not
it.
gonna read my list.
I'm not.
Hey, you know what? You want to talk about something? How did the Can't Lose Parlay do this weekend?
Oh, not great.
Good question, Billy.
Guess what?
Not
Did
great.
amazing.
You're fucking.
My
I
parlay
don't even root
sheet.
for sports. I don't.
Who's
How do you
winning?
Even know?
Who's winning
Billy,
money
you
for the
sat down.
AWLs?
You sat down. You're like, if the Patriots
can't-
win, everything wins, and then the Cardinals scored, and you're like, all right, go Cardinals.
Because if the Cardinals win, I had a higher
rest my
payout,
case.
and there was also a losing
rest my
part.
That is a Snapple fact. That's Snapple fact 321.
No, it isn't.
Here we go. Boom.
No, it isn't. I'm not
You're
reading
fucking
Snapple
reading
facts.
Snapple facts.
No, I have a
You piece
compilation
shit.
of facts
Get
from
Justin in
everywhere.
here. He's our new intern.
From
No.
everywhere.
What?
Love
Anyway.
you guys. Love you guys.
I love you guys.
guys.
I have a
Love you guys.
compilation of
Hey,
lists
Billy.
from everywhere.
Love you guys.
I love you.
Hey, you know what? I love the AWLs.
Oh,
And
wow.
by the way, make sure your smoke detectors have batteries in them. Seriously, just don't worry about it.
Wait, what happened?
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you. Shine away. I'm coming for your love again. Shine away. I'm coming for your love again. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone. Needless to say, I won't say it, but I'll be stolen away. Only then will I be okay. Say after me, there's no better to be safe than sorry. Say after me, there's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take me on. I'll be gone. Things that you say, just play my mind away. You are the things I've got to remember. You shine away. I'll be coming here anyway. You shine away. I'll be coming here anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Bar Stool Sports.